welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Robote Renegades and the Lifestyle Miami Chargers. A big late season game day between two contending teams, one of them looking to play their way back into the playoffs. I am Andrew Blackman, joined as always by Stu Nyman. How you doing today, Stu?
I'm well, Andrew. Looking forward to an exciting matchup today between the Renegades and the Chargers.
Yes, let's pull up those standings here quickly. A little bit to recap here, mainly for the Chargers. You see the Renegades up at the top, though, 65 points. Actually, that would be, 6.5 clear there of second place. But you got the Chargers down there, 49 points. They're looking to get back in that third and final playoff spot. Got to finish in the top three to have a chance at that championship. They've made it all the way to the championship from the 3 seed last season. They're going to have their hands full today with the Renegades. We get started with their second-ranked team for the Chargers. That's Iturbide and Spinner taking on the third team of the Renegades. That's Gosheri and Ben. The only matchup, the 2 team for the Chargers taking on the 3 of the Renegades.
Gosheri serves. Our game day has begun with an overserve. That's a first underserve. That's a first fault. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Second serve is good. Here's powerful forehand by Spinner. Caught in the air, returned by Gosheri. Back to back, Robote coming out. Robote forehand to the inside. Here's Gosheri winding up. Dropped it on the backswing. First point goes to Iturbide and Spinner. Of the Lifestyle Miami Chargers, Iturbide will serve.
Yeah, this is a third-ranked team for the Renegades, and Gosheri and Ben that knows that they can knock off a 2. They've done it so far this season. The best record out of these third-ranked teams. Defeated high-run Urbieta. It doesn't get much tougher in this second-ranked group. See what they can do here with Iturbide and Spinner.
Inside placement scores for Gosheri. We're all tied up at 1 point apiece. A reminder of the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first team that reaches 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
Really smart throw for Gosheri early on. Spinner was expecting the split placement. Iturbide guarding the 2-wall. What does he do? Drops it right to the inside with good power. Beats him.
Fine serve by Gosheri. Here's Spinner from the forehand. Thrown powerfully. Ben, backhand from the 12 line. Iturbide, backhand. Ben's there. Backhand from the 11 line. Powerfully thrown. Spinner on the forehand from the 12 line. There's the backhand by Spinner. It clips. It's caught on the forehand of Gosheri. Iturbide gets in there, makes a difficult save, does not clear the overhead screen. Just out of play. 2 points for the orange shirts, the Robote Renegades. Gosheri and Ben. Gosheri serves.
You look at the makeup of these 2 teams. You got a second-ranked player for the Chargers up at the front with a 4 behind him, then a 1 up in the front for the Renegades and a 5 behind him. So pretty even in terms of the rankings here. It's just a matter of Gosheri and his ability to kill the point up in the front, which will be the difference right here. Iturbide's been a little bit more consistent, establishing the costado a little bit more. See if he brings it out in this game day.
Powerful backhand by Spinner. Here's the backhand by Gosheri. Robote. Forehand by Iturbide. Gosheri's there. Spinner on the catch from the 11 line. Forehand to the inside. Gosheri now on the backhand from the 9. Here's the backhand by Ben. Here's the backhand by Gosheri. Robote coming out. Gosheri on the Robote to the inside. Spinner keeps it on the forehand at the 12 line. Catch by Gosheri. Drop shot, drops too low and hits the pad. The pad is bad. We're all tied up. 2 points apiece. Iturbide serves for the Lifestyle Miami Chargers.
Yeah, slow start here for Gosheri. First time he tried to get it to the costado, lost the ball. That time dropped it into the pad. Best success so far with that inside placement. Not much thought. You just get it on the left side and whip it as hard as you can. Try to keep it as close to the sidewall as possible. The overcomplicated stuff not working so far. Sherry, that is, tends to give a couple more points earlier on in these matches than as they progress.
Powerful backhand by Ben. Here's the catch by Spinner. Down low at the 11 line. Big backhand. Ben makes the catch. Backhand by Iturbide to the inside. Catch by Iturbide. Powerful throw to the inside. Stopped by Ben on the forehand. Catch by Iturbide. Coast to the inside. Gaucheri comes cross court to make the play. Robote, forehand by Iturbide. Gaucheri's there. Big right side by Spinner. Gaucheri takes it on the bounce. Backhand to the inside. Ben on the catch. Backhand from the 11 line. Iturbide in the front court. Ben from the 12 line. Here's Ben again. Backhand to the inside. Iturbide is there. Robote forehand by Iturbide. Gaucheri calls for it. Plays it to the inside. Here's Spinner at the 8 line. Powerful, powerful backhand. Clears the overhead screen. Gaucheri stays with it. Catch by Ben. Backhand by Ben. Catch by Spinner. Spinner over the top to the inside. Gaucheri's there. Winding up. Costi to the inside. Spinner. Backhand from the 13 line. Robote forehand by Spinner. Sherry comes all the way back to the 11 line to make the play. Drop shot. Scores. That is really well played by Iturbide.
Yeah, take another look here. Iturbide able to cut it off on the inside. A little bit wonky wind up there. Beautiful control though on the drop shot, did by the 4 line. It's a lot of court for Gaucheri to cover. Hanging a little deep and closer to the outside.
Here's the backhand by Ben. Catch by Spinner. Catch by Ben. Powerful forehand. Here's Spinner from the right side at the 10 line. Ben makes the catch. Robote left side. Nice pick up by Gaucheri. There's the backhand. Gaucheri on the left side from the 9 line to the inside. Robote coming out. Spinner on the backhand. Robote left side by Gaucheri. Spinner will move in. Here's the backhand. Almost played from the 9 line. That ball's dropped. Point for Gaucheri and Ben in the orange shirts. Gaucheri serves.
Yeah, he had to be thinking about the costado or something there, because ball moving at that speed coming to Spinner's left side, that is not a miss we really ever see from him. Big point, though, going the way of the Renegades right there. Could have opened up a 2-point lead. Instead, we're tied up. Giving Gaucheri the serve as well.
Powerful serve by Gaucheri. Handled well by Spinner. Here's Gaucheri again. Blasts the backhand. Robote coming out. Robote forehand. Ben makes the catch at the 12 line. Big right side by Ben. A little too high. That hits the overhead screen. That's a 4th point for Iturbide and Spinner. Iturbide serves. Reminder again of the scoring, ladies and gentlemen. The first team to reach 6 points wins the set, and the first team to win 2 sets wins the match. Here's the backhand by Ben. Spinner makes the catch. Backhand. Rebote left side. Good catch by Ben at the 13 line. Powerful forehand. Iturbide is there. Catch by Iturbide. Powerful backhand. Rebote coming out. What a catch by Gaucheri. That's beautiful. Rebote coming out. Sherry on the catch. Costi inside. Big backhand by Spinner. Catch by Ben. Backhand by Ben. Splitter scores. 4-4 is the score. Gaucheri serves. Rebote left side. Here's a catch by Iturbide. Iturbide to the inside. It will score. 5-4 possible set point for Iturbide and Spinner. Here's the catch by Ben. Backhand to the inside. Rebote by Iturbide to the inside. Ball tipped by Ben. Point and set for Iturbide and Spinner of the Lifestyle Miami Chargers. They win the first set 6-4. We'll put 2 minutes on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set. And there we have the first set of the game day in the books. Iturbide in Spinner in purple for the Lifestyle Miami Chargers, winning the first set 6-4. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who may be new, or not familiar with our scoring, first team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. There we have a long view of the ESPN3 Players Cage. Players go back there to take a break in between sets, also to prepare for the upcoming match. There we have a view of Spinner getting feedback from Zuleika.
All right, so
Foreground. And seated, you have Gaucheri there on the left, Ben center, getting feedback from teammate Ubia. Reminder, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We're here every Monday and Tuesday at 5 p.m., Fridays at 7 p.m. Winding down our season here. Fall Battle Court winding down. Moving on to the playoffs. Matter of weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our second set. Iturbe and Spinner won the first set 6-4. Gaucheri will serve for the Robote Renegades. Nice backhand by Spinner. Here's Ben. Backhand from the 12 line. Powerfully thrown. Robote coming out. Gaucheri. Robote 2-all opens wide. Stopped by Iturbe. Iturbe's carom is in the pad, and the pad is bad. Gaucheri and Ben in the orange shirts. The Robote Renegades on the board first. They lead 1-0.
Yeah, huge break for the Renegades. Ben really struggled in the last couple points of that opening set, missing. Two to his left side, that pretty uncommon for a player of his caliber and his record this season. And carom was open, just a matter of execution. Dropped it a few inches low. It's the difference here. Gaucheri now serving.
Fault under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Beautiful catch by Spinner off a hard serve by Gaucheri. Share on the Robote to the inside. Here's Spinner. Beautiful catch by Gaucheri. There's the backhand. Spinner's there. Sidearm carom opens and scores. Well thrown by Spinner. We're tied up 1 point apiece. Iturbe serves.
Haven't seen many shots from Spinner in this second-ranked team with Iturbe. A couple more when he plays with 4s in the 6 group. Gaucheri trying to be aggressive on the inside, leaving a lot of space open for some shots. Not expecting it to come from Spinner. It's a good time to break it out. Ties it up 1-1.
Here's the backhand by Ben to the inside. Catch by Iturbe. Powerful backhand. Robote. Forehand by Gaucheri. Here's the backhand by Iturbe. Ben's there. Beautiful catch. Nice backhand thrown powerfully to the inside. Spinner on the return. Catch by Iturbe. He winds up. Costado to the inside. Beautiful catch by Ben. Gaucheri takes it on the bounce. Powerful Costado cut off in the air by Iturbe. Ben. Backhand from the 12 line. Robote left side. Spinner on the catch. Here's the backhand by Spinner. Catch by Ben. Ben to the inside. Iturbe makes the grab. Backhand to the inside. Robote, that rebound off the back wall. Played low, too low. That's in the pad, and the pad is bad. That's 2 points for Iturbe and Spinner. Iturbe serves.
In that miss, I mean, Gaucheri just trying to overpower that one and hooked it a little bit lower than he wanted in the top part of the pad. Mentioned last week that sometimes he tends to push a little bit, especially when behind, and this is one of those scenarios. Gaucheri's just got to play his game. Best front quarter on the roster when he's on. Just haven't seen the level of shot execution.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Ben. Catch by Spinner. Iturbe with the grab. Throws it hard to the inside. Oh, Magic City bounce. That ball grabbed the side wall. No catching that one. 3 points for Iturbe and Spinner. Iturbe serves.
That's just an unfortunate break for the Renegades, especially down a couple points. Now that opens up the lead to 2. Nothing you can do except just protect yourself. Ball was coming right across Ben's face at the last instant and just caught a piece of the cesta.
Here's the backhand by Ben. Rotate forehand. Catch by Spinner. 4 points for Iturbide and Spinner. He serves.
I mean, this is a Gaucheri and Ben team, 7-2 in their 9 matches. Haven't seen them be defeated quite like this. Down 4-1 in set number 2. Another uncharacteristic mistake by Gaucheri now up at the front.
There's a backhand by Ben. Spinner, beautiful catch, nice return. Gaucheri's there. Spinner on the catch, backhand. Five points and a possible match point for Iturbide and Spinner of the Lifestyle Miami Chargers. Below.
It's got to be in. Yep.
2 points for Gaucheri and Ben. Still possible match point for Iturbide and Spinner.
And if anyone is capable of overcoming this deficit, starts with that guy up at the front court, Gaucheri. We've seen it in tournament play. We've seen it in battle court, just about every competition. Maybe he's got one more up his sleeve right here to force a third set. I need the next 4 points. Got one of them.
Excellent catch by Spinner off the blasted serve by Gaucheri. Gaucheri's back at the 10 line, backhand 2-all.
Oh, there's
lands
another
in
one.
comfortably and scores. 3 points for Gaucheri and Ben. Gaucheri serves.
Just like that, pretty quickly to a dangerous lead at 5-3. I mean, Iturbide aggressively to the inside every throw this match. I mean, he's caught napping. He's looking the complete opposite way, has to open up. By the time he does so, that ball is by him.
Spinner on the forehand. Catch by Gaucheri. Gaucheri rifles it inside. Catch by Spinner. Spinner over the top. Ben on the forehand from the 12 line. Bote is dropping down. That's a great save by Gaucheri. Gaucheri calls for it. It's played up high. Iturbide cuts it off. Powerful coastie inside. What a catch by Ben. Ben to the inside. Here's Spinner. Gaucheri takes it in the air. Winds up. Little kick off the sidewall. Great catch by Spinner in the backcourt. What a catch by Gaucheri. There's the backhand. Spinner, backhand from the 12 line. 2-all is in.
Wow.
4 points for Gaucheri and Ben. Still possible match point for Iturbide and Spinner. Gaucheri serves.
And we've seen it a couple times, but still amazing when he comes back like this. I mean, 3 points, 3 shots. Started with the filo, the backhand 2-all second. Then the traditional costado 2-all, the third one. Maybe the best of the bunch, landing just inside the line and scoring.
Beautiful catch by Spinner off another blasted serve by Gaucheri. Gaucheri Rabote to the inside. Iturbide cuts it off. Big backhand, Rabote coming out to the 5 line. Rifled inside by Gaucheri, handled well by Spinner. Ben on the backhand. Hard throw to the inside. Rabote. Gaucheri, coastie to the inside. Caught in the air by Spinner. Spinner low runner to the inside. Rabote saved by Gaucheri. Here's a catch by Iturbide. Iturbide's 2-all will score for the win. Point set and match to Iturbide and Spinner, winning in straight sets. 6-4, 6-4.
And what a 2-all to end it. In a little dangerous there down the stretch. 5-4. Iturbide closes it out. Just how he's been throwing those two walls the last couple of weeks, perfectly and scoring. 6-4, 6-4. Iturbide and Spinner get the scoring started in favor of the Lifestyle Miami Chargers. They need a bunch of points today. So far, so good. Yeah. Take a look at that game day score now with those 1.5 points. Chargers jump over 50 for the season, 5 points behind the Devils. That's going to be the key for them to see how close they can get to that Devils team. Chargers and Devils will be playing the final game day of the season. Devils are playing the Warriors this upcoming Friday night. Both teams the same number of game days left, just 2. We will be hearing from our winners, Iturbide and Spinner, here in just a moment. What a way to get the game day started. I mean, always tough when Gaucheri's standing out against you, even with the rank disadvantage. But Iturbide and Spinner, their favorites in that one, they close it out in straight sets. And coming up next, we do have a third-ranked singles matchup between Benny and Goanagi. You see the two players practicing right now. We will hear from Iturbide and Spinner. There they are.
Hey guys, 6 out of 6 wins. How you feeling?
Feeling great. You know, I know the team really needed it. We're trying to make a playoff run. Feels good to start the day off right.
Yeah, proud of my team.
I'm happy for you guys. We're a little short on time. Thank you for staying here for this, and good luck to your team for the rest of the day.
Thank you, Lindsay. Go Jai-Alai.
All right, that'll quickly take us to our second match of the day. Benny against Goanaga in singles. Benny 3-4 this season. Goanaga, his opponent, 3-2 overall. Goanaga got the better of Benny last time out. See if Benny get the win right here. There's the serve. We begin. Rebote left side by Goanaga. Benny aggressively moves up, shoots a 2-wall. Not opening up. Goanaga on the costado from the outside. Played back to Benny. Got assessed on it. Inside placement will score. That's a well-played first point going to Benny of the Chargers.
I think Goanaga knew it as soon as Benny caught that on the forehand. He was sufficiently outside. Benny made that catch up around the 4 line. Just throw it low and hard. No chance that Goanaga is going to be able to get to that ball.
Perfectly placed serve for Benny. That is an ace. 2-0 lead.
Benny doesn't often break out that serve. Glad to see that he's using it. Very effective. Again, the serve has to land between the 4 and 7 line. Some players are better than others in terms of making things happen off the serve. Good to see Benny utilizing that aggressive style of serve from the sidearm.
Another good serve crossing deep in the backcourt. That makes it 3-0 in favor of Benny.
Not particularly hard, but crossing the side wall, just the sweet spot.
All missed off the serve. That's now 4 straight for Benny, leading in our opening set.
I'd like to say that was the serve, but that was just, it's good enough serve by Benny. But that last one, just Goanaga, just tanked it.
That one perfectly placed in scoring. That's 5 quick points for Benny. He's got a possible set point.
Benny getting back there with that last one to cross the side wall just perfectly, setting up a very difficult catch off the serve for Goanaga.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was one, the fourth one was not his best, just a miss, but the other 3 have been just spot on perfect where Benny wants them. Big backhand there by Goanaga. Rebote left side, turned high off the front wall, cut off in the air. Here's Goanaga, the backhand to pass. Forehand rebote by Benny. Here's Goenaga on the left side. It's a 2-all. Benny just out of reach. That one is scoring for Goenaga. Gets on the board here. The first point of the opening set.
Don't know that Goenaga could have thrown that more powerfully, but he really threw that 2-all hard.
Big backhand by Benny, 2-pass. Goenaga, forehand rebote. Cut off in the air by Benny up at the 8 line. Inside placement. Just out of reach and scoring for the set. Benny takes it 6-1. 2 minutes will play. Set number 2.
That might have been the fastest set that we've had all season.
Yeah, I mean, 4 aces happens pretty quickly, and
Or close to it.
yeah, not really any lengthy rally. Goenaga not hitting in a rhythm at all. Benny didn't have to. Got the serve, and that serve was working for him right from the jump.
There we are in the ESPN 3 Players Cage. Once again, you are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Here we have Benny consulting with his teammates. Opened things up with a not particularly well-thrown 2-all. Goenaga had it, but
puts it right back
Goenaga's
to him.
return just was not good. He just put it right in Benny's cesta and throw the ball where your opponent's not. That's one of the goals in Jai-Alai, and Benny was able to do that. Benny then coming back, one serve after the next, giving Goenaga trouble, taking it to 5-1. That returns us to the ESPN 3 Players Cage. Got about a minute left. See Benny there consulting with Zuleika.
And Benny, I mean, last season in singles, one of his better seasons. I think it was 6-2 overall. This season hasn't quite been throwing the shots as effectively. And you noted that first 2-all not opening up nearly the way he wanted. Got bailed out by great defense and then a low hard forehand back inside to score. And then it was just the serve in that opening set. See if he can get comfortable with some of those shots, open up his offensive game here. Pick up the win against Goenaga. And more importantly than that, a big point for his Chargers team. Trying to take that third and final playoff spot. Ready to go here with our second set in just a couple seconds, where Goenaga will have the serve. We're ready to begin set number 2. Goenaga will serve to Benny. There's a serve by Goenaga. Second set has begun. Backhand into the corner. It's a dig out rebote. He does. That takes Benny to the outside. Runs around it to keep it on the costado. The 2-all scores. Benny on the board first in our second set.
No question, this is some of the best singles that we've seen Benny play all season long.
Well placed serve. Good catch there by Goenaga. Benny takes it off the sidewall. There's the backhand. Dropping low. Goenaga steps up. Has it up at the 9. Powerful return. Here's the rebote. Goenaga backing up. Forehand. Inside placement. Benny going to let that one pass. He's got the rebote on the back end. Goenaga on the bounce. Up at the 6 line to Karam. Just out of reach and scoring. Well thrown for Goenaga. Ties it up. 1-1.
That time Goenaga took an extra half second, whatever it was. He didn't hold the ball, is the point. And just saw where Benny was. You'll see him make the catch right there. He takes a quick peek. Goes for a good carom, sees the Benny standing mid-court, throws it just out of reach.
Here's Benny from the left side, right in the corner. Rebote comes shooting out. Goenaga, 2-all return. 2 bounces ruled before Benny could get up there. 2-1 advantage for Goenaga.
This is a bit more of the Goenaga that we've seen later in the season anyway, not necessarily at the beginning of the season. A bit more aggressive and also changing things up there. Didn't throw that 2-all as hard as the other one. Benny had to move up a little bit more on it if you wanted to make a catch.
Backhand by Benny, just out of reach. There's a forehander bote. Played off the sidewall. Benny's there. Inside placement, little clip. Goenaga backs up, takes it in on the forehand. Powerfully back to the inside. Benny lets it pass. He's got the rebote on the back end. Ball kicked up. Goenaga inside placement. Benny with a great read. He scooped it up. Rebote left side. Goenaga high off the front wall. Benny's got it. Benny's 2-wall to score. Tied up 2-2.
Beautiful 2-wall there by Benny. Also an aggressive style of play from Benny that worked for him in the first set.
Big backhand there by Goenaga. Benny has to come back for it. Pushed it to the outside. Goenaga gets there. On the bounce, opens up, shoots it. A little high and hard. Benny's got a chance at the rebote. Inside placement, cut off in the air. Here's Goenaga. Backhand up at the 7 line. Forehand rebote now for Benny. Able to pass right up the middle. Fall down, rebote 2-wall. Thrown to score for Goenaga. Breaks the tie. He now leads 3-2.
Goenaga had some decisions. First decision is, of course, to make this save. He sees it going over his head. Right here he knows he's going to the floor. Turns it into a 2-wall. Well out of reach of Benny. Well done.
Forehand rebote got away from Goenaga. That's up in the overhead screen and out of play. That ties it up, 3-3.
Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court. First player to reach 6 points will win the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
Goenaga takes in the serve, deep in the backcourt, gets it to pass. Benny on the move. Rebote left side. Cut off. There's Goenaga at the 10. Powerful backhand again. Here's Benny on the move now. Up at the 7 line, just does get out there, turns it. That's caught overhead by Goenaga. Quick turn back to the inside. Gave Benny a point on the rebote. He's got it high off the front wall. Goenaga back to the inside, right to the forehand of Benny. Benny at the 9 line, back over the top. Goenaga able to cut it off. Inside placement, scores. 4-3 lead for Goenaga.
Really well played. Benny had to commit one way or the other. Goenaga's been throwing a couple really nice 2-walls so far here in this second set. Benny committed to it. Goenaga dropped it inside. Well done.
Forehand rebote by Goenaga. Benny up at the 7 line. Inside placement. Goenaga reads it, scooped it up. Benny on the left side, that opened up, but the ball was missed. 4-4 is the score. Benny serves.
Benny's concentration spot on through the ball. Goenaga not exactly sure which way to go. Once it touches that side wall even slightly, could call it all the way out or just a little bit. Just went just a little bit there.
Goenaga gets up to the powerful serve. There's a strong backhand, rebote. Drop back to the inside. Here's Goenaga. Lower and harder. Benny backs up. He scooped it up at the 11. Powerful throw, clears the overhead screen. Goenaga on the move. Puts it up at the 7 line, 2 pass on the rebote. Benny does the same from the 10. Here's Goenaga, lined up in the middle of the court. Drops it just above the pad. Benny gets up there. Inside placement with a big bounce. Gonaga controls it. Low and hard. Just out of reach. Benny's got the rebote. Back to the inside. One-handed scoop. There's Gonaga. Backhand follows. Inside placement again. This one dropping low and scoring for Benny. Five points. He has a possible set and a possible match point. Caught him going the other way here. Gonaga trying to get back inside. The ball dropping straight down. Well done. Big backhand. Benny on the move. Rebote played inside. Gonaga lets it pass. There's a save on the backhand. Benny on the scoop. Forehand, low and hard. Caught in the air by Gonaga. There's a backhand. Benny has to come deep in the backcourt for it. He gets there. Well placed on the inside. Better catch by Gonaga. The two-wall thrown to score. We are tied up at 5-5. This is set point.
Such an exciting match. So many smart plays thrown. Gonaga here. Beautiful two-all thrown again, just out of reach of Benny. That gets us to 5-5 set point. Benny wins this. We're done. Gonaga wins this. We'll move on to a third and final set.
There's a backhand by Benny. Right in the corner, Gonaga on the rebote. This one dropping low. Benny scooped it up. Rebote left side again. Benny, tip ball on the inside. We are going to a third and decisive set. Gonaga wins it 6-5.
Benny was moving around the court beautifully. Got back to the inside, but was running a little bit fast. That ball came up on him fast. So we'll move on to a third and final set.
Third and decisive set in just under 2 minutes. A little more offense there from Gonaga. I mean, a couple of the two walls he executed there, particularly the one that brought him that 5-4 lead. Doesn't get much better than that, Stu. We've seen it this season. It was tough for Gonaga going out in the midway point for a couple weeks after playing so well. Looking to get back to that old form, and I think we saw it there in that second set. Got some replays here of set number 2. Look at this rebote. I mean, this is one of them. Fall down, save, a two-wall, perfectly thrown. Here's Gonaga, inside placement this time. Got him going the opposite way. Benny here, high off the front wall. This is just about as good as it gets. Gonaga on the inside makes a tough catch. And there's the two-wall we're talking about. Tied up at 5-5, and then, just that miss there. Ball kicking up. You see the frustration there by Benny. That's a tough one. I mean, the way it kicks up that much on the inside. I know that he wants to make that play, but definitely not an easy one there. But it does. It sets up a third and decisive set. Benny will have the serve coming out here in just a couple seconds. We're ready to begin.
This is the second of our 6 matches today, ladies and gentlemen. A singles match. Got another singles match coming up in a few moments. Sherry going up against Zuleika. First, we have to finish Benny and Gonaga, which has proceeded to a third and final set.
Third and decisive set coming up. Benny will serve to Gonaga. There's a serve. Our third set is underway. The backhand, though, by Goanaga got away from him, kicking up on the overhead screen, giving Benny the first point of our third and decisive set.
Definitely too much. Know that Goanaga wanted to get that high and hard to the back wall. Got to keep that overhead screen in mind.
That serve back's Goanaga up to the 13. Powerful throw. Back to the inside. Here's Benny on the rebote. Gets it to pass. Goanaga running with it from the outside. Drops it back inside. Good patience by Benny. His rebote, though, got away from him up in the overhead screen, which ties it up 1-1.
Once again, same thing that you saw with the play just before that. You want to get high and hard to the front wall, attempting to pass your opponent. You got to keep that overhead screen in mind. Sometimes it could bounce off the front wall after you've thrown it and hit the overhead screen. Sometimes it goes straight from your cesta to the overhead screen.
In the corner, Goanaga digs out the rebote. Benny, the costado. It's a 2-wall. Thrown to score. 2-1 lead for Benny of the Chargers. Forehander bote by Benny, well placed. Goanaga letting it pass. He's got it on the back end, drops it inside. Here's Benny at the 7. 2-wall, dropping in to score. 3-1 lead for Benny.
Beautiful 2-wall executed by Benny. Lots of bounce there. Very close to the line. Just out of reach of Goanaga. Well done by Benny.
What a catch by Goanaga up the wall to get that serve. Forehander bote now for Benny. Goanaga takes it off the sidewall again. It's time at the 9 line. Low and hard. Benny scooped it up. Forehand, inside placement. There's another scoop on the left side by Goanaga. Rote comes shooting out. Benny right on the wall. Goanaga's got it. Inside placement. Benny reads it. Caught it in the air. Benny's inside placement. Picked up on the bounce by Goanaga. Forehander bote. This one dropping low. Goanaga backing up. Scooped it up. The 2-wall is too low. 4-1 advantage for Benny. Outside placement is outside of play. Goanaga now with 2 points. He serves.
Benny does have a couple points to play with.
Low hard serve. Here's Benny from the left side. Forehander bote for Goanaga. Benny now backing up. Scooped it up at the 11. Rote 2-wall. Benny gets to that one from the outside. Low and hard. Goanaga, what a scoop on the inside. That rebote is missed. Deficit's now just 1 point. Goanaga serves. Then he leads 4-3.
Goenaga did a good job of getting that ball back to the sidewall. The closer the ball is to the sidewall when you're trying to make a play on it, the more difficult it is to try to make that play.
Benny passing. Goenaga, that one on the wall. Scoring for Benny, brings it to 5-3. Possible set and a possible match point.
See if Benny's able to finish out the match here.
Powerful serve, crossing for the win. Point, set, and match. Benny ends it, winning 6-3 in the third set. First two matches of the game day going to the Lifestyle Miami Chargers. 2.5 points, inching closer to the Devils for that third and final playoff spot. See those 2.5 points now? Chargers sit 4 back of the Devils. The next game day for the Devils will be against the Warriors. And then a matchup between the Chargers and Devils on the final night of our regular season, December 8th. That's a Friday night, which could decide the third playoff spot. Realistically, going into that one, the Chargers need to be within 7.5 points, and going into the final day, if they can do that, they control their own destiny and they have a shot to advance into the playoffs.
Benny, congratulations on that win. That was extremely hard fought. What are your thoughts coming off the court?
Yeah, I feel really good, especially since I lost to Goenaga earlier in the season. In the first set, I won pretty easily. I got like 4 aces in a row. So I knew it wasn't going to be that easy the rest of the match. And he ended up getting the second set, but I stayed in it and, finished out the match.
It was a great redemption match for you and a really fun one to watch too. It's always great when you guys go maximum amount of points. It keeps people biting their nails, and it was well played and well fought. I have a question for you from the TikTok chat. Not sure if this applies to you, but they're curious what your diet is and if you do any additional workouts or if this is your workout.
Yeah, I try to eat as healthy as I can, but workouts I like to do a lot of more cardio-based stuff rather than like heavy weights. But usually I do more cardio than weights. But that's really what you need to play out here.
Well, you definitely showed us an excellent display of great athleticism. So whatever you're doing is working. Congratulations. Yeah. We'll see how the rest of the day goes.
Yeah, thank you.
And up next, top-ranked singles matchup here. Let's quickly introduce it. Gaucheri and Zulaika. Doesn't get much better than this, too. Gaucheri undefeated, record of 5-0, the only undefeated singles player remaining. Zulaika 3-3. There's a serve.
Serve by Gaucheri is good for the first point. Gaucheri is first up on the board here for the Robote Renegades. There's the backhand by Zulaika. Here's a tip by Gaucheri in the backcourt. We're all tied up, 1 point apiece.
And just well placed right there. And Gaucheri ranging back for it. If it's not on the wall, he makes that catch probably all day. It's that extra close to the side wall. Makes that catch a little bit more difficult. A player of his caliber can miss those in the backcourt.
Backhand by Gaucheri to the inside. Robote forehand by Zulaika. Robote left side to the inside. Zuleika makes the catch. Backhand from the 9 line. Here's Gaucheri. Backhand from the 11. Robote left side. It's a 2-all. Gaucheri attacks. Has it on the forehand. Karam read by Zuleika. Stopped by Zuleika. Scoop by Gaucheri.
Oh.
The backhand. Trying to thread the needle. Gets it onto the pad. The pad is bad. 2 points for Zuleika. Of the Lifestyle Miami Chargers, he serves.
Yeah, tough to try to thread the needle there when you don't have a bunch of control. It's a difficult catch. I don't think he definitely came out a little lower than he wanted. I know he wanted to put it above the pad, get that low runner back to Zuleika. We've seen him struggle with a couple more catches on the bounce. And just catching any part of that pad is bad.
Excellent serve by Zuleika. Here's the backhand from the 12 line. Robote forehand. Catch by Gaucheri. Backhand. Powerfully thrown to the inside. Here's the Robote. Robote left side. The 2-all is in. 2 points for Gaucheri of the Robote Renegades in the orange shirt. We're all tied up. He serves.
Yeah, that was just so well thrown. I mean, look at where that ball lands, just inside the boundary line. Caught him going the opposite way. As effective as a Costano as anybody on this roster. There goes Gaucheri for the Renegade.
Here's the backhand by Zuleika. Catch by Gaucheri. Robote forehand by Zuleika. 2-all, 2 score. Gaucheri with 3 points. Zuleika has 2. Gaucheri serves.
To have the power to match with the precision on the Costano that Gaucheri does is a lethal combination. He can beat you to the inside, just whips it back there in an instant, or he takes his time and throws the 2-all. Either way, you got to commit or else you're not going to get to it.
Backhand by Zuleika. Gaucheri makes the catch. Backhand by Gaucheri. Robote. Here's the catch by Gaucheri. Gaucheri's 2-all caught the pad, and the pad is bad. 3-3. We're all tied up. Zuleika serves for the Lifestyle Miami Chargers.
It also would have been a third 2-all in a row that beat him. Zuleika was prepared for that one. A pretty quick first step to the outside. Would have got there in plenty of time. See maybe if Gaucheri tries to keep these more to the inside, mixes in the split placements now, Philos, because getting a good read on that 2-all. Got to mix it up here and keep your opponent honest defensively. Good job by Zuleika, making sure he's going to get to that 2-all.
Here's the backhand by Gaucheri. Robote. Forehand by Zuleika is up, and away. That is out of play. 4 points for Gaucheri. The Robote Renegades, he serves.
Gaucheri just puts so much pressure on you, trying to get it to pass, force him to play a couple Robotes, and that's kicking up and catching a piece.
Ball underserved. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Here's the backhand by Zuleika. Robote forehand by Gaucheri. Zuleika's there. Placement of the ball to the inside. Scores. Well thrown by Zuleika. 4-4 is the score. Zuleika serves. Here's the backhand by Gaucheri. Robote, left side, right up the middle. Gaucheri makes the catch. Costi way inside. That will score. 5 points for Gaucheri. Possible set point.
It kept that one on the costado, which gave him actually a couple more options. You see Zuleika didn't really know exactly where to go, had to move out of his way so Gaucheri could get that off clean without interfering. What he did, put it low and hard to the inside, a lot of court to cover to get back there and make that catch front ways. Not there for the Rebote.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Zuleika. That ball's tipped at the side wall. We are at 5-5 in the first set. Maximum number of allowable points. Winner at this point wins the set.
And there's been a lot of shots, been a couple misses close to the side wall. What you'd expect in this top-ranked singles matchup. Good shots have to score. You're not going to get away with many bad ones against these two players. 1 point to decide it. Here's that serve.
Here's the backhand by Gaucheri. Rebote left side. Scoop. Missed. Point and set for Gaucheri of the Rebote Renegades, winning the first set 6-5. Put 2 minutes on the board, come back out and play our next set.
Yeah, had a chance on it. Just a tough scoop up there in the front court. If he does make that play, though, good chance that he's able to close out the set. Went for it, just missed it, giving Gaucheri the win, 6-5.
And you are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We're currently playing the third of 6 scheduled matches this evening, a singles match. All game day long. Play between the Rebote Renegades and the Lifestyle Miami Chargers.
After this should be 3 doubles matches, right, Stu? 3 in a row to close it out.
That's
Heavy
what the
doubles.
schedule looks like. 1, 2, 3 doubles matches.
So 8 total points on the day. 2 singles matches, 4 doubles matches on this Monday game day. 2-all from Gaucheri, just out of reach. That one scores. Now Zuleika keeps it to the inside. You see the fake. And Gaucheri not able to get there front ways. That ball takes a second bounce. Yeah, this is the one he has really smart because Zuleika's got to back up, move out of the way, clearing a little more space to the inside.
It really does seem like Zuleika lost situational awareness. Gaucheri, anyway, not exactly sure where he was maneuvering.
Look at this one. I mean, on the numbers, if we've ever seen it. I mean, right there crossing. You see how Gaucheri, the cesta's a little bit lower. He knows it's going to cross, going to drop down a little bit. That's what makes those catches difficult. Every surface the ball touches changes the spin, and when it reacts with the sidewall, it's not on one even plane all that time. And these guys are just so good at making those tough catches consistently. Make it look easier than it is. It's a good illustration there on that replay. In the end, though, Gaucheri takes it 6-5. Second set coming up right now. Zuleika, he'll have the serve.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin the second set. Zuleika will have the serve for the Lifestyle Miami Chargers in the purple shirt. Here's the backhand by Gaucheri. Catch by Zuleika. Zuleika goes to the inside where it scores. Zuleika will get the first point of the second set. He serves.
Quick point, wasting no time. The costado right to the inside. Perfectly done there for Zuleika.
Gaucheri basically respecting the windup of Zuleika, knowing that he can snap a 2-all from anywhere on the court, much like Gaucheri. Sherry went to the outside. Zuleika dropped it inside. Well played. Beautiful serve by Zuleika. There's the backhand by Gaucheri. Backhand. Rebote kicks to the outside. stays in play. Sherry puts it back to the inside.
Oh, what a catch.
Beautiful catch and a nice return by Zulaika. Here's the backhand by Gauchetti. Zulaika's on it. The 2-all is out. We're all tied up 1 point apiece. Gauchetti serves.
Just pushed it. I mean, that's just a couple inches wide there. He knows that Gaucher's one of the faster players on this roster. He's got to flirt with that boundary line a little more than some others. Just kicked it wide of the court there.
Here's the backhand by Zulaika. Robote coming out. 2-all, stopped by Zulaika. Karam by Zulaika on the return will score. Beautifully played. 2 points for Zulaika. He serves.
Yeah, just a quick turn on the 2-all there. I think that maybe Gauchetti had a better opportunity if he would have rallied a bit more. Zulaika takes advantage. Good stop on the outside. Waste no time with the Karam. And from the outside, you can't show your opponent too early that you're going to throw it. The last second just kind of opens up. Sidewall, front wall, back towards the outside where those judges are standing. Perfectly thrown.
Big backhand by Gauchetti off a beautiful serve by Zulaika. Here's Gauchetti. He winds up. Kosi to the inside. Beautiful catch by Zulaika. Gauchetti's there. Winds up. Kosi inside again. Another beautiful catch by Zulaika. This backhand clears the overhead screen. Robote. Gauchetti loses his footing. Good catch by Gauchetti. Powerful throw up the middle. Scoop by Zulaika. There's the backhand. Philo off of the Robote to the outside scores. We're now tied up at 2 points apiece. Gauchetti serves.
Just such a hard shot to get a read on, truly. I mean, just opens up to the outside, whips it there. Ball's moving away from Zulaika, too, as it hits the floor. If you don't get a good head start to this, you're not getting out there. Even if you do, might not get to it either. I mean, just inside and scoring. 2-2, ties it up.
Beautiful serve, a difficult catch. That ball is tipped. 3 points for Gauchetti. He serves. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Here's the backhand by Zulaika. Rotate forehand by Zulaika. Rotate forehand by Gauchetti. Zulaika makes the catch. 2-all, caught the pad. 4 points for Gauchetti. He serves.
Another one where he had him if it's high enough. Just kicking low. Into the pad. Pad is bad. Man, tough spot here. No one up against Gauchetti. He's got to make his move right now.
There's a backhand by Zulaika. Robote coming out. Ball tipped to the outside. That's a 5th point. Possible set, possible match point for Gauchetti of the Robote Renegades. He serves.
Just spun out of the basket. Threw it so hard that just couldn't control it the way he wanted to. Couple now for Gauchetti to work with. Close out this match.
Fault under serve. Battle Court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the catch by Zulaika. There's the backhand. Two-all will not land in. That is point set and a hard-fought match for Gauchetti. Taking it in straight sets for the Robote Renegades, 6-5, 6-2.
Sherry remains perfect in singles, 6-0. He will have 2 more matches. Sorry, 7-0 with that win, so he will have just 1 more match coming up here to try to complete that perfect record. What a win there, undefeated for the Renegades. Scratch that, so was correct the first time around. It does have 2 more matches. These Renegades have an extra game day to play compared to most of these teams, so even after today, they will still have 2 left, in which you will see Gaucheri in singles on December 1st and on December 4th. So 6-0, chance still to go undefeated here in singles, as does the doubles team of Jairo and Iriondo for the Devils, the only 2 remaining undefeated singles players or doubles teams in all of Battle Court here in Fall 23. We'll be hearing from Gaucheri, captain of the Renegades, winner of that last match. Another straight set win for Gaucheri in singles. Here he is, #1 player for the Renegades.
Gaucheri, you're undefeated in singles. How do you feel?
Feeling good. I lost the first match, but with this win, happier. I win all the singles game, and I have to play 2 more. Let's try to win every game.
You also won the first match for your team today, so you must be excited.
Yeah, I also, but I didn't win, so but yes, happy, and let's see what happens in the day.
Let's see. We'll let you catch your breath, and we'll see you back out there.
Thank you.
All right, up next, 6th ranked doubles coming up here. Got Williams and Ubia. Second time that we've seen Williams this season. Made his debut last time out for the Renegades. Their opponents, Flores and Spinner for the Chargers. Williams and Ubia this season, 3-2 overall. Their opponents here, Flores and Spinner, is 4-2. 2 of the better 6th-ranked teams. See who comes out on top right here. There's a serve by Williams. We are ready to begin our 4th match. Backhand to the inside. Ubia letting it pass. Digs out the rebote on the back end. Here's Spinner. Backhand. 2-wall is too low. First point to Williams and Ubia.
Spinner looking to make a point with that backhand 2-wall. Goes straight to the pad.
Fault under serve. Second serve coming up for Williams. Second serve is good. Spinner up at the 7 line. Gets that backhand. Not past Ubia. A good catch behind him. Spinner stays out there for the rebote, just lays it up. That ball is floating. Ubia not going to get up there before the second bounce. 2 bounces ruled. That point goes to Flores and Spinner.
Ball can only bounce once after it's been thrown. So you got to catch it before that second bounce. Sometimes when the ball's dying like that, a little difficult to do. Judge very clearly saying Ubia did not do that.
Yeah, ball really floated on him. Spinner makes that catch at the 11, backhand. Picked off by Ubia deep in the backcourt. Hard throw to the inside. Here's Spinner. Ubia advances, runs under it up at the 8 line. There's a powerful backhand, low and hard. Back to the forehand Spinner now. Spinner towards the outside. Ubia stops it on the bounce. Karam by Ubia. Picked off by Flores. Here's Flores. The Cortada return. That scores. 2-1 lead for the Chargers.
Really well thrown Cortada by Spinner. Cortada thrown from the outside. Low and hard just above the pad, cutting back to the side wall. Once it comes off the front wall, hopefully dying. That's what happened there. Very well thrown by Flores.
Backhand by Ubia. Here's spinner now from the 11. Backhand 2-all. Missed on the outside. That's a 3-1 lead for the Chargers.
That backhand 2-all worked. First one hit the pad. Second one, Williams backpedaling, try to get to. Just unable to hold on.
Here's spinner now from the 13 line. High off the front wall, drops between them. Ubi a nice pickup at the 11 line. Here's spinner now from deeper in the backcourt. Takes Ubia up there at the 9 line. Backhand 2-all of his own. Caught overhead by Flores. Flores drops it over the top. Big bouncer. Here's Ubia. Another carom. Stopped by Flores. Flores back to the inside with it. Ubia a nice pickup at the 12 line. Low runner. Spinner advancing. Tipped it on the left side. Second point for Williams and Ubia. They now serve. As an illegal 2-all serve, that will count as a first serve, second serve coming up. The ball has to make contact with the front wall first. That one caught the sidewall, landed in the service box. Reason why he's got the second serve coming up, which looks to be good. Powerful forehand there by spinner into the corner. That Bote is on the wall and missed. 4-2 advantage for the Chargers.
Orange shirts here having no rhythm. Communication actually seems pretty good. Ubia's done some good catching in the back. Williams just not able to really get anything going up there in the front court.
And just the second time they've played together all season long, so figuring out the chemistry, figuring out the communication, but looks pretty good, especially for this point in the season for this team. Here's Ubia up at the 9 line. Big backhand. Caught overhead. Here's spinner now. Coming out of the corner. Drops it inside for Ubia. Powerful backhand. Wall to wall. Flores drops it over the top. There's going to be a big bouncer. Ubia controls it. Shoots it back to spinner in the corner. Good pickup just beyond the 12 line. Forehand inside. Spinner backing up. Ubia rather. Here's spinner. Middle of the court. Shoots it inside. Ubia. Missed the rebote. 5 points for Flores and spinner. They got a possible set point.
Spinner doing a really good job making some fine catches there in the backcourt. Ubia is really blasting the ball back, but he can throw as hard as he wants. Spinner will volley all day.
That's a powerful backhand out of the reach of spinner. Flores on the rebote, pushed it to the outside. Ubia calls him off. High off the front wall. Spinner with a one-handed catch. There's a strong backhand. Spinner again, good pickup. The 12 line, back over the top for Ubia. Ubia at the 9 line, puts it inside. Spinner with a good read, runs under it. Backhand just above the pad. What a pickup, Ubia, right on the side wall. Backhand by spinner. Right on the numbers again. There's Ubia, good pickup. Spinner, what a catch, crossing deep in the corner. Backhand, not going to pass. Ubia reaching up for it again. Forehand placed inside. Spinner comes out with it. Forehand, crossing again. Ubia letting that one pass. Out the rebote on the back end. Spinner advances up at the 10 line. The backhand to wall is too low. 3 points for Williams and Ubia, still possible set point for the Chargers. Spinner's backhand got away from him, sent up in the overhead screen. Just a 1 point deficit now, 5-4. Williams serves.
Yeah, 3 of those points on unforced errors by Spinner, 2 in the bad, 2 in the pad. See, I said bad before the pad there. 2 into the pad, 1 of the overhead screen.
Spinner gets up to that serve. The backhand got away from him. Caught a piece of the overhead screen again. We are tied up at 5-5. This is set point.
Spinner trying to throw the ball really hard to the backcourt, but not clearing the overhead screen.
Just giving away 2 points when you have a lead, especially when they've been the better catching team of the two. You know, maybe you want to get into a longer rally, see if you can outlast them, but didn't give themselves a chance there. That is a missed serve, counts as a first serve. Second serve coming up for William. Karam splits them. That's missed on the outside. Point and set to the Chargers. Flores and Spinner winning at 6-5. 2 minutes will play set number 2.
Now take a 2-minute break in between sets. Reminder the scoring in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. Lifestyle Miami Chargers there in purple. Winning a close one there. Wasn't close to start off with. Then things started going against their interest. A few into the pad, a few into the overhead screen. We were all tied up. There you have Flores and Spinner consulting with Zuleika. Here's some replays. One of many good catches made deep in the backcourt by Spinner. Throwing the ball back hard. Again, Ubia's game is power. Blasted this 2-all. Flores handled it well. This was the cortada. Thrown low and hard just above the pad, crossing the side wall, and bouncing twice before your opponent can make the catch. Very well done. The goal in highlight, throw the ball where your opponent is not. Rote missed there. Low runner to the inside. It would be a good catch. Got down low, made a fine play. Big backhand. You see, he's really trying to get it over everyone's head, but in doing so, hitting the overhead screen, which is out of play. Don't want that unforced error if you can avoid it. I mean, obviously that goes for all unforced errors, but and we're just about 5 minutes away from the beginning of our second set. Reminder, you're watching Battle Court live from the Miami Magic City Highlight Fronton in Miami, Florida. There's a Miami, there's a Magic City in there. Got to get them all in the right order.
We're ready to go here with set number 2. Williams and Ubia will serve the Flores and Spinner. That serve begins our second set. Powerfully shot to the inside. Good rebote there by Ubia. Here's Spinner. The 7, soft touch on the forehand. Takes Ubia up to the front court. At the 6 line, outside placement. Splits them. But Spinner's got the rebote. Big bounce on the 2-wall. Ubia's got it again. He'll be up at the 6 line. Low and hard again. Here's spinner. Good pickup deep in the backcourt. Well placed and scoring. In and out of the basket of Ubia it goes. Flores and spinner on the board first.
All the power that Ubia has, at some point he's going to figure out that just blasting it at spinner is not a recipe for success.
Strong backhand. Spinner not going to let him pass. Good pickup deep in the backcourt. Drops it over the top. Here's Ubia on the inside. Big backhand again, cutting to the inside. Flores, outside placement. Ball lands out of play. Good awareness by Williams. Ball sails out. Tied up, 1-1.
Flores going for an outside placement on that forehand rebote. His shot's been working for him so far there in that first set. That one a bit ambitious.
Powerful throw inside. Here's Ubia from the 10. Just out of reach. Spinner up there early, looking for the rebote. Makes a save. Ubia shoots it low and hard to the inside. Good pickup by spinner of the 11. Backhand. Caught overhead by Ubia. Sidearm Karam. Stopped by Flores. Flores, Cortada. Long Cortada. Two bounces. Scores again.
Beautiful shot by Flores. Really well executed.
Cortada working for Flores. That's a 2-1 lead here in our second set. Cortada, the outside, back in. Perfect illustration here. Low and hard, just above the pad. Crossing the sidewall, dead before Ubia gets up there. Perfectly done. Rebote left side, drop back inside. Big bouncer takes Ubia back to the 12. Here's spinner. That one dropping lows. Got it at the 12 line. Long Karam. Caught in the air by Williams. Low runner right back to spinner. There's a great catch in the corner by spinner. Ubia high and hard. Spinner on the move. Looking for the rebote. He digs it out. Fall down save. Puts it back inside. Here's Ubia. Backhand 2-all. Powerfully thrown. And dropping. 2 bounces. Ties it up. 2-2.
Ubia throwing the ball very hard, having it drop low on the back wall. Well done.
Serve comes up the middle. Spinner. Long Karam. Forehand back to the inside. Here's spinner again. Another Karam. This one stopped by Williams. Williams lower and harder this time. Ball is tipped.
Williams having a very difficult time in the first set. Seems to have resolved it here in the second set. 2 really good catches. Well placed on the return to score.
Ball hit on the serve. That is a 4th point to Williams and Ubia. Yeah, certainly an inadvertent contact by Flores, but he's trying to pull the cess out of the way and just caught the ball on the bounce back up. Strong backhand there by spinner. Williams looking for the rebote. Rebote save inside. Spinner again. Strong backhand, low runner just out of reach. Rebote save high off the front wall by Ubia. Spinner with the 2-wall. Stopped by Williams. Williams low and hard just above the pad. Spinner with a great catch. Rebote left side. Ubia again. Here's spinner now. Charging. Up at the 8. High and hard. Be out of the way. Williams coming cross court. He turns the rebote again. Spinner middle court placement. The scoop on the forehand of Ubia. He puts it back over the top. They're letting it pass now. There's another rebote save. Ball's floating. Ubia gets up there. Karam. Missed on the outside. That's now 5 points for the Renegades. Williams and Ubia, they have a possible set point. Just out of reach there from Ubia. Williams lays it up on the rebote. Big bounce. Here's Spinner. Karam missed on the outside. That's going to extend the set here. 5-3. Still possible set point for Williams and Ubia. We will take a 5-minute equipment break to repair a broken Cinta. Cinta, Stu.
We have both injury timeouts and equipment timeouts. When there's an equipment failure, and a Cinta is most definitely a piece of equipment. That's what holds the cesta onto the hand of the player. There you see one of a few good saves there by Williams, definitely playing better in this second set than he did the first. Good job of staying out of the way of that ball. If that ball touches him, that's going to be a loss of point.
See, that ball is going to land in and out of the basket. It goes, and then right away.
Just frustrated.
Yeah, Spinner pulled off the tie and said that we got to get a new piece of equipment out there. So we'll do so. Clock is running. Just about 4 minutes left for that timeout. The Cinta is the tie that keeps the hand flat in the basket, so about as important of a piece of equipment outside of the cesta as it gets. Or else the hand basket would go flying every throw. So make sure Spinner is tied in. No issues. We will continue on here. 5-3 advantage for the Renegades, looking to close out this set and force the third one. Backhand by Ubia, just clearing. Flores coming cross court. Rebote into the pad. Point and set. Williams and Ubia take it 6-3. 2 minutes. We'll play our third and decisive set.
Flores has got a killer instinct, likes to drop it. Drop those shots, sometimes 2-all, sometimes drop shots with that one. Dropped into the pad. There we are on the ESPN3 Players Cage. You see members of the Rebote Renegades squad there in orange shirts. We have a split set situation.
Yeah,
Flores and Spinner won the first set 6-5. Williams and Ubia winning the second set 6-3. That'll move us on to a third and decisive set.
Yeah, Flores a little bit more active there in set number 2. I mean, went for an outside placement, went for that shot, dropped it into the pad. So, look, had a little more success when he was throwing those cortadas. The good thing about those, it's nearly 100% that you're going to keep the ball in play. The only miss is low. But you're not risking throwing the ball off the court, not giving anything away. Whereas if you throw the outside placement, you push it wide, it's off the court. Try to thread the needle, a little drop shot on the rebote, you put it into the pad. Points over. He gave away a couple of them in that set and C6-3. Only in favor of the Renegades. And it forces this third and decisive set coming up right here. Ubia working hard. Good power, not passing nearly as much as we're used to seeing with him, but that's just a matter of what the Chargers are doing to him. Spinner's got good power there from the left side as well, can pass pretty consistently. This is a good illustration here, though. Finally able to get one. There's that last throw. Dropped it right into the top part of the pad. Going for, looked like an outside placement, throwing it to the outside portion of the court. Trying to get Williams involved, but can't risk giving him away. I think that's a conversation between Spinner and Flores now. Just keep the ball in play. No unforced errors and see what happens. Because, I mean, so far, Flores and Spinner have established themselves as the better catching team of the two. We'll see if they try to go that strategy here in our third and decisive set, beginning right about now. Ball on the overhead screen. Point goes to Flores and Spinner. Open up our third and decisive set with a point. The ball came shooting out of the corner. That's going to score for the Renegades. Ties it up 1-1.
Ball comes fast, got to be in position, moving with your partner, and definitely in communication with your partner.
Powerful backhand, dropping low. Good catch by, almost by Ubia. That ball just trickling out of the basket. Second point for Flores and Spinner.
Just did not have a good play on that ball. Needed to move himself forward more to catch the ball in the air.
Here's Spinner, middle of the court. Long carom. Lands in. What a catch on the outside by Williams. Forehand just clears the overhead screen and scores. What a return by Williams. 2-2. We are tied again in our third set.
Really well done by Williams. Flirting with that overhead screen just a little bit. High and hard to the front wall. Only inches away from the overhead screen. Spinner insisting upon going for it with the right side. Wound up missing it.
Fault under serve. Second serve coming up.
Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line on the serve. Out of court rules allow for that second serve.
Second serve is good. Spinner opens up with a big backhand. Williams all alone for the rebote. He makes a save, just lays it up from the left side. Spinner advancing. The carom scores. Breaks the tie. The Chargers now lead 3-2.
Really good movement by Spinner to get to that ball. Excellent placement to score. See Spinner moving up on the ball. Imagine right about now he's got an idea of where he's throwing it. Here's the carom. Side wall, front wall, floor to the outside, just out of reach of the opposing front corner. Very well done.
Ubia gets to that serve before it crosses. Backhand right to Spinner at the 11 line. Backhand to wall. Ubia calls him off on the outside. Opens up for the carom. That lands in. Flores with a good stop. Another cortada. That one scores. 4-2 advantage for the Chargers.
That cortada has absolutely been working for Flores. Flores has just done a beautiful job with that cortada, landing the balls in.
I mean, good communication here by the Renegades. Ubia calls him off. Look at this with a big bounce, spectacular control. And again, he's thrown them all the same way consistently, and they've scored all three of them. Big backhand there. Flores, Rabote, it's a 2-wall. The ball floating, Ubia just does get up there. It's a high hard, that's a 3-wall play. Spinner committed, he caught it on the outside. Drops it back over the top. Big bouncer, Ubia controls it. Ubia now over the top, back to the inside, gave Spinner a play, he's there. Spinner at the 9 line, inside placement, caught low by Ubia. Backhand 2-wall, just out of reach. Spinner, that Rabote sent up in the overhead screen. Good effort, point goes to the Renegades. They're third, they serve.
Tremendous effort by Spinner to keep that ball in play. Off his footing when it came to where he was going to put it.
Spinner outside placement. Early call from Ubia. High and hard back to the inside. Spinner runs under it. Well placed forehand. Better catch by Ubia. Big backhand follows. Cutting back to the inside. Rabote saved by Flores. Ubia hard back up the middle. Spinner runs under it. From the outside, the carom is out. 4-4 is the score. Renegades serve.
Got to keep the ball in those boundary lines there, marked out on the floor in red.
The backhand from Spinner got away from him, kicking up in the overhead screen. That gives Williams and Ubia. Williams and Ubia have 5 points and a possible match point. Fault underserve, second serve coming up. One stopped on the outside by Williams. High hard play back inside. There's a scoop by Spinner to keep it going. Forehand just does clear. Rabote left side. Fall down save by Ubia. Spinner on the hop. Takes in at the 11. Back over the top to the inside. Is tipped. We are at 5-5 in our third set. This is match point. Flores and Spinner serve.
Maximum number of points here in the third and final set. Tremendous play by all 4 players, keeping themselves very much in this and their respective teams. Tip ball there by Ubia at the sidewall.
31 of a possible 33 points played as well. Spinner on the inside, makes the catch at the 13 line, high off the front wall. Cut off there by Ubia, backhand low runner. Picked off on the right side by Spinner. Spinner's forehand, that caught the overhead screen, and it's out of play. Point, set, and match. Williams and Ubia take it. The third set, 6-5. Just could not clear the overhead screen on that final throw, catching a piece, and the Renegades come back and take it, winning the final 2 sets, 6-3, 6-5. Look at that game day score now, all knotted up, 2.5 points per team. Renegades, 8 full points clear of the Cyclones. Chargers still 4 behind of the Devils. And the key for the Chargers again, They just have to stay within 7.5 going into the final game day of the season because they will play the Devils. So a chance for them to control their own destiny and get a clean sweep of the points that day. Might need one of these next two matches here to close it out. 4th ranked doubles up next. Iturbide and Rock taking on Goanaga and Ben. Before we get to that, we're going to hear from our winners, Williams and Ubia of the Robote Renegades. Here they are, 6th ranked team.
Hey guys, you are now 2-0 since Williams has been back from injury. How are you feeling, Williams?
I feel great. My team nominated me to be president. I love your rats. I love these guys, man. They held me down all season, so my main goal is to come back, man, and just give these guys my all, man. How you feel?
Feeling great, especially taking into account that actually you held your part of the game a lot more than what I did. So kudos to that, man.
That's gracious.
These guys just trying to. I love these guys, man. I love
Well,
these
you guys are now tied for the day, so it's anyone's game day. Congratulations, and we'll see what happens.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Thank you.
And up next here in just a couple seconds will be this 4th ranked doubles matchup. Goanaga and Ben of the Renegades against Iturbide and Rock of the Chargers. Goanaga and Ben 2-3 overall this season. Iturbide and Rock 3-3. Pretty even in terms of the rankings here. Slight edge for the Chargers. They have their 2nd ranked player up in the front court, 5th ranked player in the back compared to the Renegades, 3rd ranked player up in the front, 5th ranked player in the back. We're ready to go with match number 5. Renegades have the serve.
There's the serve by Goanaga. We begin. Forehand by Rock to the inside. Caught at the side wall. Well by Goanaga. Here's Iturbide. Backhand to the inside. Ben lets it pass. Low rebote. Iturbide attacks. Has it on the costado. The 2-all. Stopped but not held on to by Goanaga. First point of the first set in this match goes to Iturbide and Rock of the Lifestone Miami Chargers. Iturbide serves.
And the Chargers, I mean, really season on the line. You have to be aggressive. You want to go down swinging. That starts with shooting some 2-walls up in the front by Iturbide. First point, went for it. So much cut, opened up nicely. Goanaga stopped it, but wouldn't have been able to get the throw off.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Fault over serve. Double fault. Point 4, Goanaga and Ben.
Rare double fault there for Iturbide. Front quarter handles the serving responsibility. You see him shaking his head right there, knows what's at stake, and give away a free point on the serve. Just let Goanaga pick it and take your chances.
Rock on the forehand. Here's Goanaga on the backhand. Backhand now by Rock to the inside. Along the wall all the way to score. Beautifully thrown. 2 points for the purple shirts. Lifestone Miami Chargers, Iturbide and Rock. Iturbide serves.
It started with those serves from Benny in the singles match. Continuing on here is just struggle with those balls that are right on the numbers today. Again, difficult catches overall, but haven't seen him struggle quite to this level.
There's the backhand by Ben. Scoop by Iturbide. The carom opens and scores. 3 points for Iturbide and Rock. Iturbide serves. Reminder of the scoring of Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first team to reach 6 points wins the set, and the first team to win 2 sets wins the match.
I think Iturbide is starting to figure out this court a little bit more. It takes guys, on average, about 3 or 4 months. Taking him probably 6 or 7, but hasn't been playing better than he has these last couple of weeks, particularly with the way his shots are scoring. It's effective as ever.
Here's the backhand by Iturbide. Ben's there. Backhand from the 11 line. Beautiful catch by Iturbide deep in the backcourt. He sends it deep. What a catch by Ben at the 12 line. Robote left side to the inside. Good catch by Rock. Keeps the ball in play. Here's Gonaga winding up. Kosti right up the middle, caught by Iturbide. Iturbide's placement inside, read and stopped by Gonaga. Backhand. Difficult catch by Iraq deep in the backcourt. Ben's there. Ben from the forehand. Right up the middle. Taken on the bounce by Iturbide. 2-0 by Iturbide. Caught the top of the pad. Any part of that pad is bad. 2 points for the orange shirts. Robote Renegades, Gonaga and Ben. Gonaga serves.
Fortunate for the Renegades, I mean, that ball caught the pad on the way back down, which is just about as close as it gets. Made contact with the front wall fine, but just that little kick down, catching a piece. Any part of the pad is bad.
In and out of the basket the ball goes. We're tied up at 3 points apiece. Gonaga serves again.
And tough for Rock, my view here. I mean, right on the backcourt. The ball stayed a little more the inside than he expected, just spinning out of that basket.
Backhand by Rock. Catch by Ben. Ben on the backhand. Iturbide's there. Iturbide goes deep. Robote coming out. Robote forehand. Rock moves cross court to make the catch. Comes out on the right side play. Robote forehand, lays it inside. Here's Gonaga. Kosti to the inside. Rock's there. Here's the backhand to the inside. Ben's there. Big backhand by Ben. Rock on the catch. Backhand. Robote left side to the inside. Here's Rock. Powerful backhand. Good catch by Ben. Backhand by Ben from the 12 line. Iturbide midcourt. Splitter. Great effort by Ben to try to make that catch. That ball bounced in the cesta, was dropped. Point for the purple shirts, Iturbide and Rock. They now have 4 points and the serve.
You can see a couple more misses coming to Ben's right side compared to his left. Ball's got a lot of spin, caught the corner, kind of floating, and all the way deep into the backcourt. Difficult for Ben to control that one and make the play.
Here's a backhand by Ben to the inside. Iturbide's there. Backhand. Rock on the backhand. Catch by Ben. Here's the catch by Iturbide. Iturbide to the inside. A Robote forehand by Gonaga. Powerful forehand to the inside. Robote played to the inside. Here's the backhand by Rock. Robote. Scooped by Ben. Juggling on that catch. Ball bobbled in the cesta as a loss of point. 5 points for Iturbide and Rock. Iturbide serves.
Yeah, now that he's established the 2-ball early on in this match, Gonaga is defending it well. He's leaving Ben on an island there in the backcourt. I mean, tough catches to make consistently throughout this match. He's capable the first time around, juggled it right there. Be a good formula for success here for the Chargers if they can keep getting it to Iturbide's Costado, forcing Ben to make those catches.
Iturbide reads the Robote perfectly, makes the play. Gonaga low and hard. That one is not coming out. 4 points for Gonaga and Ben. Gonaga has a serve, still possible set point for the purple shirts. Iturbide and Rock.
Yeah, Rock similar to Manny in that he kind of lets a lot pass that he can take front ways because he's a little confident with his Robote. That one not coming out at all. Dropping low, actually beyond the 12 line. He was set up about the 11. next time that comes by, expect him to go for it front ways because it's not going to be there in the back end.
Iturbe picks the serve. The 2-all stop by Goanaga.
Wow.
Here's the catch by Rock. Ball tipped by Rock. We are at 5-5. This is set point.
Yeah, I think when Iturbe threw it, I think he thought the set was over, as did many of us back here. Goanaga charging down the outside, just gets to it before it's into the net. Powerful return back to Rock's forehand, scores.
Fault, over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Good catch by Rock. Forehand thrown powerfully. Goanaga makes the catch midcourt. Scoop by Iturbe. The splitter caught in the air by Goanaga. Goanaga whips it. What a scoop by Iturbe. What a catch by Goanaga. There's the backhand. Here's Rock. Backhand from the 11 line to the inside. Robote, forehand by Goanaga. Catch by Iturbe. Hard throw to the inside. Ben gets in there and makes a tremendous play from the 13 line. Iturbe winds up. Split placement. Caught in the air by Goanaga. Catch by Iturbe. 2-0 by Iturbe. Catches the pad, and the pad is bad. Tremendous final point of this first round going for Goanaga and Ben of the Robote Renegades. They take it 6-5. 2 minutes go on the board. We will come out and play our second set.
Yeah, that's the miss we've seen from Iturbe throughout his career. Some of those 2-alls coming in a little lower than he wants. Tough way to end that set. 6-5 in favor of the Renegades. Goanaga and Ben were playing so well together at the beginning of the season. Then Goanaga went out with that arm injury, took him out for a couple of weeks. They haven't quite regained that form, and Goanaga himself hasn't quite reached that level again. That was a great play on the outside, down 5-4. Stopped it, tied it up at 5-5. They were able to close out the set. And this Renegades team, particularly Goanaga, not much success as they move into a third set, so good for them. They took the first one. They can close it out right here in set number 2. This one that caught the corner. I mean, that ball's got so much spin. You see the tip in front of it, and yeah, juggling around to the basket, ultimately falling out. Look at this, Iturbe, the 2-all. I mean, this one's too. I mean, look at where Goanaga is. I mean, right on the tip, just gets out to it. Forehand gets off without holding and avoids the screen.
Trying to get it over his head, throwing it really high. Rock. Just in and out of the Cesta 4 Rock. There we are back in the ESPN 3 Players Cage, and I see some electrical stimulation going on there. Williams coming back from that wrist injury. We're ready to begin our second set. Iturbe will serve. Beautiful serve by Iturbe. We begin. Powerful backhand. That clears the overhead screen. Robote. This one caught in the air by Goanaga. Gonaga sends it deep. What a catch by Rock. There's the backhand. Robote forehand by Gonaga. Big right side by Ben. Catch by Iturbide. Iturbide to the inside. Robote left side by Gonaga. Backhand by Gonaga. Robote left side by Iturbide. Ben's there. Big backhand by Ben. Robote forehand by Iturbide. Gonaga's there. Robote left side, hooked into the pad. The pad is bad, first point. The second set goes to Gonaga and Ben in the orange shirts. The Robote Renegades. Gonaga will serve.
A little momentum building on the side of the Renegades. Well played first point. Communicating effectively. Gonaga, doing it all up there in the front. Almost took that Robote, came right across his face, just hooked it low into the pad.
Here's the backhand by Rock, powerfully thrown to the inside, and Ben is there. Big backhand by Ben. Backhand by Iturbide. Robote forehand, straight back, Ben's there. Backhand from the 12 line. Robote forehand, Ben makes the catch. Costi to the inside, Ben tipped it back at the 12 line. We're all tied up 1 point apiece. Iturbide serves.
One thing that Iturbide doesn't do a whole lot of is throw the split placements. He either goes straight to the inside or tries to beat you with the traditional 2-wall. With that being said, if you're Gonaga, you have to defend the outside. Maybe start to creep in a little bit more. Ben has been missing a couple of these to the inside, and that's been the best offense for the Chargers since the first couple points. Let's see if Iturbide starts to go back to that now.
In and out of the cess, the ball goes off a hard serve by Iturbide. Iturbide and Rock with 2 points. Iturbide serves again.
And Ben also one of the streakier catchers on this roster. He sees a miss, it tends to come undone a little bit. He's got to lock back into this match. Now behind just a point.
Here's the catch by Rock. There's the backhand. Drop shot to the inside. Here's the backhand by Gonaga. Backhand by Gonaga. Robote forehand by Iturbide. Gonaga's there. In and out of the cesta. 3 points for Iturbide and Rock. Iturbide serves.
We talk about guys keeping the ball on the costado and running around the ball to keep it on the left side. Gonaga got a little too cute there, forcing that miss. Wanted on the left side so badly, ate him up a little bit more than he was expecting, and that ball popped out of the basket. He catches that right side or goes for it on the right side. He makes that catch 100 times out of 100.
Here's the catch by Ben over the top. Big right side. Robote coming out. Robote to the inside. Well played by Gonaga. Here's the backhand by Rock. Gonaga's there. Backhand from the 9 line. Rock makes the catch. Here's the backhand from the 12 line. Gonaga in the front court, backhand from the 7. Hard throw, wall to wall. Robote coming out, hard throw. Robote coming out again. Ball tipped in the corner off a hard throw. That's a point for the orange shirts. They trail by only a point. Gonaga and Ben have the serve.
Now look at where Rock's trying to catch that ball. back beyond nearly the 13 line, head level, crossing the sidewall. Just really well done there by the Renegades. Nothing overly complicated. Good classic highlight, getting him that point here. Cuts the deficit to just 1, Stu. They could take advantage.
Forehand by Rock. Robote, left side to the inside. Well played. Here's a catch by Rock at the 12 line. He comes over the top. Here's the backhand to the inside. Robote, forehand by Iturbide. Robote, forehand by Goanaga. Powerful right side. Beautiful catch by Ben. Robote, forehand. Goanaga calls for the ball. Plays it to the inside. Rock alone at the 13 line. Backhand from the 12. Robote, forehand. Catch by Goanaga. Goanaga makes the catch. Powerful forehand. Here's the backhand by Goanaga. Iturbide calls for the Robote, makes a save. Slows the pace down just a bit. Splitter to the outside. It's out. Four points for Iturbide and Rock. Iturbide serves.
Take a look at this. Trying to dig it out and just does clear that overhead screen.
Here's the catch. Backhand by Iturbide. Robote coming out. Robote saved by Iturbide. Here's Goanaga. Backhand. Big right side by Ben. Catch by Iturbide. Iturbide from the left side. Here's Ben. Ben on the backhand to the inside. Right up the middle, actually. Backhand by Iturbide. 2-all is out. 3 points for the orange shirts. Goanaga and Ben. Iturbide and Rock with 4. Goanaga serves.
Yeah, it looked like it got a little extra kick off the sidewall there. Sent that pretty far to the outside of the court, and the 2-all really had no chance of staying in at that point. Not much offense here for Goanaga and Ben. Not many shots, just good solid defense. They've cut the deficit to 1.
Here's the catch by Goanaga. Backhand from the 8 line. Robote forehand, passing wall to wall, powerfully thrown by Goanaga. Powerful throw by Iturbide.
Wow.
Is scooped up by Goanaga beautifully and scores 4-4 is the score. Goanaga has the serve.
What a combination there. That was one of the better scoops you're ever going to see, and the 2-all to follow. Gorgeous. Had him trapped on the inside, just quick. The scoop, Sest in perfect position. Iturbide trapped on the inside. Rock stuck to the inside. No way he's going to get there either. 4-4, tied it up, Stu.
Here's the catch by Rock. There's the forehand. Robote. Here's the backhand by Rock. Big right side, right up the middle. Robote coming out. Robote forehand, the inside. Rock keeps that cesta in constant motion. That backhand, though, careens off the overhead screen, which is out of play. That is 5 points for Goanaga and Ben. That gives them a possible set and possible match point.
Yeah, just a tough one. Didn't really have control of it there in the backcourt, trying to get the backhand off in time. Just catching that rail above the front wall.
Point, set, and match for Goanaga and Ben of the Robote Renegades, taking it in straight sets, 6-5, 6-4.
Yeah, tough way to end it. Serve staying to the inside. Yeah, Rock trying to get that off on the costado. Want to be at risk of holding or juggling that ball, trying to get it off quickly, and that one sailed wide. Straight set victory, 6-5, 6-4, Goanaga and Ben. And 1.5 more for the Renegades. Chance for Flores and Benny of the Chargers to end the game day in a tie. Can pick up the win right here. There's that game day score now. 4 points for the Renegades. 1.5 ahead. In our final match, Flores and Benny for the Renegades. Their opponents will be Williams and Aratz. We're going to be hearing from our winners, Goanaga and Ben, 4th ranked team for the Robote Renegades. There they are.
Hey guys, congratulations on that win. How you feeling?
Feeling real good. I love playing with this guy, man, and we know it was a crucial point for us, and I'm glad we was able to accomplish the goal of getting that point for us.
This is your 2nd win since you returned. How are you guys able to gel and get back into the groove of things?
Yeah, I think we played together the last season too, so we have a good relationship, and that helps. We have good communication, and we keep fighting, and it worked.
It was a very well fought match. Congratulations on that win. We'll see how this final match goes.
Thank you.
And the finale just a few seconds away. Formally introduce them here for the Renegades, Williams and Aratz. For the Chargers, Flores and Benny. Williams and Aratz 3-3 this season. Flores and Benny, their opponents, just 2-4. I believe, yeah, these two teams matched up early on in the season. That was back on the 12th of September. El Barba filled in the front court. It was actually El Barba and Aratz that got that win. See if Williams and Aratz can do the same. 2-all takes Benny to the outside. On Cortada, that one dropping low. What a catch by Aratz. Lined it up there on the left side.
Great read.
Robote, 2-all. Stopped by Aratz. Aratz, the long drop shot. Benny charging. He gets up there. Benny whips it outside. The Philo scores.
Benny read that perfectly. Moved. I actually read Aratz's body language. Appeared to know that he was going to throw a drop shot. Ran all the way, grabbed it, then was composed, aimed, fired it outside to score. That was beautiful.
The Chargers, I mean, probably they really need this win. Grand scheme of the season-long standing. So for Benny, got to throw some shots, mix it up, play free out there. Give your team a chance to stay in it, maybe sneak into the 3rd playoff spot. Here's Aratz, nice scoop up in the front court. Big backhand follows. Flores all alone for the Robote, saves it. Up in the overhead screen, though, that got away from him. That is out of play. 1-1. Williams and Aratz serve.
Be curious to see if Aratz is able to build on any of that momentum he established there in the 2nd set of the last match. And also be curious to see if Flores for the Lifestyle Miami Chargers up there, and purple continues to pursue shots.
Big backhand, play to the inside. Nice catch by Benny right off the side wall. Here's Arats at the 11. Big backhand. Not going to get past Benny. Backed up to the 13. This one dropped inside. What a catch. Arats pulls it off the numbers. Here's Benny, same spot. Higher and harder. This one able to pass. Williams on the rebote. Forehand rebote saved by Williams. Here's Benny. Splitter. Arats reads it. Arats is 2-all. Scores. 2-1 lead for the Renegades.
Like you said, good read by Arats. Scoped out where his opposition was, threw it where they weren't. Very well done by Arats.
Yeah, Arats, I mean, he was on the move
Yeah,
early.
You see he took that peek. Nothing wrong with that. You just got to do it while you're constantly moving the cesta.
Arats back beyond the 13 line. Powerful throw. Here's Benny from the forehand now. Over the top, Pika, big bounce. Controlled by Arats up at the 9 line. Low and hard to the outside. Benny gets up there before the second bounce. Shoots it back up the middle. Arats now from the forehand. Benny running with it. 2-wall return on the backhand. Arats stops it on the outside. 3-wall play. Benny in perfect position. Takes it in the air. The carom by Benny. Stopped by Williams now. The forehand, though, got away from him. Sent out of play. That ties it up, 2-2.
Name for that is Escapa. That's where the ball, basically, if you did a still shot of the player's wrist just as the ball was about to be released from the cesta, you'd see that that wrist is wide open. It's going all the way back. That allows for the ball sometimes to escape.
Big backhand there by Arats. Flores on the rebote, drops it to the inside. Arats charging at the 7. Put it low into the top part of the pad. Any part of the pad is bad. Flores and Benny, they lead 3-2.
Uncharacteristic mistake there for Arats. Doesn't necessarily throw a lot of cortados. Throws drop shots, 2-walls. That costado fake. And definitely don't see him dropping a lot of those into the pack like that.
Big backhand, forehand rebote, drop to the inside. That's well placed and scoring right on the side wall. That's a 4-2 advantage for the Chargers. Backhand 2-wall, stopped in the air by Flores, low runner, back to Arats, nice catch, backhand. This one passing, Flores drops the rebote up the middle. Arats low and hard to the inside, Benny coming back for it, rebote got away up in the overhead screen, which is out of play.
It's one of those where Benny thought that he had a play on the rebote, but he was a little deep and that ball was a little low coming off the back wall.
Here's Benny backing up at the 12 line. Nice catch by Arats, deep in the backcourt. Powerful return, that one just out of reach. Williams all alone. Rebote save, back up the middle. Flores steps in there, backhand. Forehand rebote, that ball kicked up. That's coming out. Passing on the left side. Here's Arats, Benny rather. Charging on the outside, shoots it low and hard. It'll be a tough rebote. Arats digs it out, fall down save. Here's Benny, 2-wall. Stopped by Williams, low runner return is tipped and scoring. 4-4 is the score. Williams and Arats will serve. Fault underserve. Second serve coming up for Williams. Robote left side, drop just above the pad. Benny charging, he gets up there. Low runner right in the corner. One dying. Arat's got assist on it, but that comes up short. 5 points for Flores and Benny. They have a possible set point.
Not sure if that ball had not made contact with the sidewall. Kind of a double negative in there, but sorry about that, folks. That it wouldn't have gone up to the front wall. Or that it would have gone up to the front wall. I think touching the sidewall took a little gas off that. May have had the distance. Unless we're at a possible set point here in our first set of our last match.
Big backhand there by Arat. Benny going up for it at the 13. Return is on the wall. Nice catch there at the 11 line. This one passing Benny. Flores all alone, looking for the Robote. Left side Robote, drop back inside. Big bouncer. Arat goes up the wall and comes down with the ball. Flores this time a 2-all. Williams reaching in, but could not control it. Point and set. Flores and Benny take it 6-4. 2 minutes will play. Set number 2.
Players will go back to the ESPN3 players cage during this 2-minute break between the first and second obligatory set of our 6th match of the day, live from Battle Court in Miami, Florida. There we have Arat and Williams there on the right-hand side of your screen. Benny centers, well, kind of to the left of the screen. Flores in the back, getting some feedback there from Rock.
Yeah, last time these two 5th-ranked teams matched up, it was back over 2 months ago, September 12th, when El Barba substituted for Williams. Went 3 sets to, and went, what, about 29 points based on what we're looking at here. So expect again, this should be a good one. Got Williams up there in the front court now. The Robote's been pretty impressive. I think he's gotten pretty much all of those up off the front wall, continued the rallying, the catching. Do you expect maybe to knock off a little bit of rust where that's concerned, and still catching up a little bit. Solid performance there by Benny in the back. Flores as well up in the front court. I mean, one of his better days, killing some points up with spinner. A little more conservative with some of those Robotes here as we move through. That set. Just kept him to the inside and even scored on one. Right on the numbers. Just a couple seconds away from the start of our second set. The Chargers, they need this match. Got to get one of these next 2 sets. See if they can close it out, at least give themselves a chance going into the final game day against the Devils. Not going to know that until this Friday evening, but as long as they're within 8 points, 7.5, they will have a chance to sneak into the playoffs. This match will help, though. Got a second set starting. Williams will serve. There's a serve by Williams. Our second set is underway. Strong backhand by Benny. Here's Robote. Forehand laid up. Benny up at the 7th line. Low runner again. Right in the corner. Arat's on the Robote. Makes a save. Here's Benny aggressively. Keeps it to the inside. That one dropping low. Arat's has got it just above the pad. Benny now up at the 3 line. The high 3-wall play. Lands in and scores. Perfectly thrown by Benny. It's a first point to the Chargers.
Putting that ball out of the reach of your opponents is exactly what you do. That was beautifully done there by Benny.
That ace scores 2-0 advantage for the Chargers. Robote 2-wall. Stopped on the outside. Williams whips the costado. It's a tough pickup. Benny makes it. Benny just above the pad, low and hard. What a catch there by Aratz. Backhand, this one passing. Flores looking for the Robote. It's a 2-wall again. Aratz calls him off aggressively from the outside, low and hard. Benny got assessed on it, could not scoop it up. Point to Williams and Aratz. They're on the board in our second set.
Here we have the replay. See Benny winding up, throwing it inside. Good read. Excellent catch by Aratz.
Big backhand. Clears the overhead screen. Aratz missed the Robote.
Miscommunication between the front quarter and back quarter. You have a back quarter all the way at the 3 line. Williams probably should know that if your back quarter is at the 3 line, just let him go for it. Whether he catches it or misses it, the Robote, it's entirely on him, and move out of the way. Williams letting Aratz know that he was there for it, but if your back quarters run all that way, just let him have it.
What a catch there by Benny on the numbers. The backhand not going to clear the overhead screen. That caught a piece, and it's out of play.
Not entirely Benny's fault. When the ball comes into the cesta, many camera angles from the front will show you. The ball comes into the cesta, it's stopped, it then rolls to the tip just before it's thrown. But the stopping of that ball in your cesta is key. That ball was never stopped in Benny's cesta.
Well, over serve. Second serve coming up. Benny gets up to the serve. Powerful backhand in the corner. This one comes shooting out. Nice save. Rotz puts it inside. Here's Benny on the forehand. Over the top. Rotz not going to get there in the air. Chooses the Robote. He saves it outside. Carom by Flores. He's out. 3-3, tied up.
As always, you want to avoid those unforced errors like throwing the ball into the pad or off the court when you have the whole front wall and court to deal with. One Flores might want to have back.
Low runner to the inside, scooped up by Aratz. Nice catch here by Benny in the corner. Backhand 2-wall. What a save by Aratz on the back end, diving on the outside. Here's Benny now. Forehand, low and hard. That's well placed. Better catch Aratz coming across court. Philo, early call by Aratz. Carom return. Will score. What an effort by Aratz. Renegades lead 4-3.
Yeah, that light touch really working for Aratz. He threw the 2-all, but he didn't throw it particularly hard. Just landed above the pad and dropped in nicely. Very nice.
Back to the inside. Here's Aratz. Fake the 2-wall. Keeps it inside. Benny up the wall, coming down with the ball on the forehand. Left side Robote, 2-all again. Stepped on the bounce. Here's Aratz backhand to the inside. Benny standing at the 9. Low and hard, just above the pad. Aratz gets there before the second bounce. Goes for the 3-wall play. Benny out there alone. Puts it back up the middle, right to the left side of Aratz. Inside placement. Calls for Flores to cover the space. He does. What a nice catch on the left side. Backhand 2-wall. Flores steps up, caught it in the air. High, hard play. That's a 3-wall opening up again. Aratz, this one keeps it inside. Benny over the top. There's a scoop by Aratz at the 9 line. Back in the corner, Benny now on the Robote. That is missed. 5 points for Williams and Aratz. They have a possible set point.
Really impressed with the play of all 4 players. Aratz really turning it on here in this second set, doing a great job. Communication between Benny and Flores is much better in the second set than it was in the first set.
Take another look here. Look at Benny going up the wall on the forehand, coming down with the ball. Both backhand 2-all to the outside. That one opening up. Flores stops it before it's into the net. Cortada again. This one picked off the sidewall. Aratz now passing with the backhand, cutting inside. Benny with the Robote. He makes the save and got it to pass. Cutting inside for Aratz now. Benny advancing up at the 3 line. The Philo is too low. Point and set. Williams and Aratz take it 6-3. We have a third set to decide this match. Just 2 minutes.
Benny got it the first time. He got that Philo to land the first time. That second time, though, put a little extra oomph in it and sent it right into the pad. And the pad, Andrew. Pad. The pad is bad.
Not good. Third set coming up, Stu.
Something about that pad when it's an unforced error just makes it worse. Like it should turn red. Note to Scott. Unforced error, the pad becomes red. I'm sure there's a technology out there that can do that.
There's got to be. Reading something where if it, clips the top part. Like in tennis, I know that they, on the let service, if it catches any part of the net, they have a little technology in there. It's not humans that do it. Any vibration in the net.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So perhaps that's technology, not really colors, but that's the type of...
I would say that, yeah, the problem we have with that, the front wall vibrates. So
yeah, that'll do it.
So sorry, Andrew. That suggestion has officially been nagged. Here we are on the ESPN 3 Players Cage.
I'm used
break
to it.
In between sets. Andrew,
see,
don't do that to yourself.
No,
you have many good ideas. You have had many good ideas.
All
you
don't
always express them all verbally, but
all jokes. Well, not a joke though. Williams holding on to that right arm. Hope that he's okay. Coming back from a right wrist injury. So hope that he's all right. Yeah, this is the one right here. I mean, you don't get many opportunities about the 3 line, and
wow, the agony of defeat.
I mean, smiling after recognized that he had a good opportunity. Next time he gets up there, just got to execute. Can't be too upset the way they played that first set, even with a couple of mistakes here in set number 2. Still have a chance to take this match in 3 right here. Third set starting, though, right about now, Stu. A couple seconds away. Chargers, Flores, and Benny will have the serve.
It may as well be zeros all across the board. First to 6 wins this match.
That serve begins our third and decisive set. That is an underserve. Second serve coming up. What a catch here by Benny's. That serve crossed in the corner. Low runner. Back to Aratz. Picks it off. Benny, that ball kicked up high. Stays with it. Backhand to the inside. Right in the corner. Here's a rebote by Aratz. Here's Benny on the bounce. Shoots it low and hard to the inside. There's a scoop by Aratz. High, hard backhand. Here's a rebote for Benny. Benny dropping it inside. Aratz able to run under it. 2-wall. Not held on to on the outside by Flores. That's going to give Williams and Aratz the first point of our third set. Nice catch in the corner by Aratz. What a play. The backhand that just does clear the overhead screen. Forehand rebote. Here's Aratz. Shoots it back to the inside. Benny, what a scoop. Here's the backhand. Low runner inside. Aratz now coming back for it. Puts it just above the pad. Benny, middle of the court at the 5 line. The high 3-wall play. One landing in. Aratz going for it. That ball was tipped. 1-1. Flores and Benny serve. Powerful backhand. Here's Flores on the rebote. High off the front wall. Big bouncer. What a catch. Aratz controlling it at the 8 line. Benny on the inside. Powerful backhand. Trying to get it to pass. He does. Rebote left side. Hook to the outside. Benny stays with it. Benny low and hard. Giving Aratz a chance at the rebote. Turns it high off the front wall. Benny got it on the inside in the air. Backhand again. This one comes shooting out. 2-wall. Is tipped. And scoring. The challenge has been requested. The challenge has been requested by the Chargers. So we have a challenge. It's been a while since we've had a challenge, so it's been a couple game days. So it was thrown by Aratz on the 2-wall. So judge ruled that the ball was in. So if it touches any part of the line, that ball will be out. The point will go to the Lifestyle Miami Chargers. If they deem that the ball was in or there's not enough replay to overturn it, the call will stand and it will stick with the Renegades. Let's take a look right here. Here's the 2-wall.
1-2.
And, you know, this is a no-risk challenge here. Yeah, it may be in.
Yeah, that ball's in.
Yeah.
There's no question that ball's in.
Yeah,
So if any of it touches the line, it would be out. Here we go to zoom in. Yeah, no part of that ball touches the line. That ball's in by about 3, maybe 4 inches.
They called it in, so don't think there's going to be anything to overturn. That ball is in. That is confirmed by the chief judge, so we'll put that point to Williams and Aratz. They now lead 2-1. You know, in a third set, though, in the final match of the day, it's the right time to use it. You just hope that there's not another close call late that goes against the Chargers. I mean, Benny reluctant to do it. Flores telling him, you know, maybe we should challenge. This is the right time to use it. Just hope that there's not another close call late in this third set. Forehand rebote, that one laid up. Floating up there, Benny gets it. A 3-wall play again. That ball lands in and kicks up over Williams. That's going to score for the Chargers. 3-wall working for Benny. That ties it up 2-2.
3-wall's really been working for Benny well. That was very well done. Landing in deep and scoring. Very nice.
Robote left side with a big bounce. Arats floating up there, comes down with the ball. What a play. Benny back beyond the 13. Caught overhead by Arats at the 12 line. High and hard, back in the corner. Benny ranging back for it. Arats long drop shot. Benny charging. He's going to get there. Benny to the outside. That Philo was ruled in.
And we have another challenge.
So that was ruled in, but the Renegades, they want to take a look. Okay, well, how about this, Stu? Well, look, right time to use it. Big point. Philo, as thrown by Benny, was ruled in by the judge. So again,
we're seeing if any part of it touches the line.
And if any part did touch the line, the chief judge deems that it did. The point will go to the Renegades. Very easy in this case. If they deem that the ball is in, call stands. Point will stick with the Chargers. I mean, this is a big one here. And also, you know, fortunate that the judges called that one in, because if they called it out, the Chargers maybe wanted to take a look at it. They don't have their challenge, Stu.
Yeah,
so
absolutely right.
Good throw there by Benny. To me, Stu, again,
we'll see if we get a replay on it.
If Aratz's was in up there, I think it looked like Benny's was even closer to the inside. But you never seen Aratz too verbal on these challenges. So, and the Philo comes in low at an angle right here. Look at this one. Yeah, that's well in. Yeah, I see where that ball. That's the same spot almost.
It's
almost identical.
An inch further in than the last one.
Yeah, that one's good. I mean, you clearly see right there. Back it up, take another look.
Yeah, that's a point for Flores and Benny.
Same, literally almost the same amount in right there. So that's going to stick for Flores and Benny. They now lead 3-2 in our third set. Flores and Benny serving.
Replays for the day.
That is it. Both teams have lost their challenge, so neither can request another one. Here's Arats from the 12 line, back to the inside, Benny. It's the comeback for it. Not enough on it, though. That's going to come up short. 3-3. Williams and Arats now serve. Yeah, so close to the sidewall. Tough to get enough on it. Just trying to flick it up there. That is a missed serve. Second serve coming up for Williams. Second serve is good. Here's Benny from the left side. Big backhand. One turned high off the front wall. Benny runs under it. Inside placement. On a court for Arats. He gets there on the inside. Back up the middle. Benny on the forehand, low and hard. They have a chance at the back end. There's a 2-wall return. Caught in the air by Benny. Benny on the forehand, back inside. Another 3-wall. Another Robote save by Arats. Benny now on the outside. Lower and harder. Arats scoops it up front ways. Here's Arats on the bounce at the 9 line. Forehand to the inside. That one passing. Benny on the Robote. Powerfully thrown inside, dropping low. Arats has got another one. Soft touch on the 2-wall. Here's Benny now. 3-wall play again. Going to open it up. Arats has got a chance at it. He keeps it going. Back inside again. Arats, what a catch at the 11 line. Backhand 2-wall. Caught in the air by Flores. Inside placement. There's Arats. Good pickup. Backhand to the outside. Benny runs under it. Here's Benny again. Long cortada. Picked off by Arats. Here's Arats now on the costado. Inside placement. Benny not falling for it. Nice pickup at the 10 line. Backhand up the middle. Dropping low. Arats is there. Robote left side. Opens up as a 2-wall. Arats again. 2-wall return. This one's stopped by Flores. Flores drops it over the top. Williams has a chance, but it opens up to score Flores. The big stop. His team leads 4-3.
I'll tell you, Flores has just been really, really good on the outside.
Yeah, and I don't think Benny had any more in the tank. Needed him to take it, and he did.
Flores has just done a beautiful job there on the outside. Stopping ball all day in the earlier match and this match. Just doing a really, really good job.
Big backhand by Arats coming right up the middle. Rabote left side is a 2-all. Williams, nice pickup. Shoots it just above the pad, low and hard. Benny scooped it up there at the 11 line. This one opens up to the outside. Arats puts it just above the pad. Benny charging from the outside. Looking for that 3-wall play. Arats perfect position, turns it. Opens up again. Benny middle of the court. High 3-wall play. Not far enough to the outside. Arats has got it. Back up the middle. The high scoop by Benny. Benny inside placement, scooped up by Arats. Benny has that overhead at the 10 line. Powerful backhand. Cutting inside, Arats takes it. Backhand 2-all. And he gets by on the outside to tie it up. 4-4 is the score. And the Renegades serve.
Just a lot of great ball placement in this match. Players moving to the ball beautifully. Players landing the ball really, really well.
There's backhand 2-all. Look at this one. Just kind of skipped on him in a timing catch. Hard to line it up. First team to 2 will take this match. That is an underserve. Second serve coming up. Benny opens up. There's the backhand. Comes shooting off the back wall. Arats makes the save. Benny aggressively moving up. He's got it at the 7 line. Backhand again. Fall down save. Benny keeps it on the costado. It's a 2-all. Picked off by Williams. Williams, high hard play back inside. The scoop is missed. Williams and Arats jump out ahead 5-4. They have a possible set and a possible match point.
Clutch play at just the right time for Williams.
Backhand, right into the corner. Here's Arats on the Rabote. A little clip off the side wall. Benny now. 8 line extended. Forehand, low and hard. Back to Arats. That is knocked down. We are at 5-5 in our third and decisive set. This is match point.
My, oh my. So many points played. Such tremendous effort by all 4 players. It all comes down to this point.
Could keep the Chargers season alive, too. A lot going right here. Really big point for this Chargers team. See if they can close out this match and the game day in a tie as well. Here's the backhand by Arats to the inside. That one's tipped in, scoring for the win. Point set and a hard-fought match going in favor of Williams and Arats in the third set, 6-5. Folks, stay tuned for the post-game show. That'll be coming up in just a few moments.
What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
mate. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Hey everybody, welcome into the Battle Court post-game show. Big day for the Renegades, Stu. 5.5, possible 8 points as they defeat the Chargers. Let's cut to some of those replays right away and recap what we just saw behind us.
Began with doubles action. Eats or be they, as you mentioned earlier in the day, really figuring out the court well, doing a good job, making some fine catches on just consistently, playing really well also with Spinner. Spinner having a tremendous day, just as far as these catches are concerned in the backcourt. Gave Gaucheri a run for their money to the point where they actually even wound up winning this match. Losing not something Gaucheri's used to, but...
Yeah, third-ranked team for the Renegades. It's a second team for the Chargers, but you got Gaucheri up in the front. Figure you have a chance. You see it tied up 4-4. Nice throw there. Gets by Ben. And Chargers taking that first set. 6-4. And coming out for our next match, Benny against Goanaga in singles. All Benny early on. A couple of great serves to get it started.
No question about it. And Goanaga took a while to come back in that second set. I mean, he did. He did come back around, but overall, Benny staying with him throughout. Beautiful 2-all here by Goanaga to score. Again, the key in Jai-Alai, throw the ball where your opponent's not. Goanaga doing a good job with that today.
See Benny here.
Beautiful 2-all by Benny. See, Goanaga doesn't even take a step for the ball. If Benny's got it, he's gonna yield, and he did. Good play.
Tougher Bote there, right on the numbers, trying to get it up, just missed. You see Benny leading here 5-3 in the final set.
One of many multiple good serves throughout that match there going for Benny.
Yeah, fitting way to end it.
Absolutely.
3 sets, Benny gets it done over Goanaga. Yeah, look at where this one crosses and Yeah, that's just about perfect.
That got us to Gaucheri and Zulaika. As you mentioned earlier, Gaucheri, of course, the final remaining undefeated player here in Battle Court for the fall 2023 Battle Court season. Excellent singles match played between Zulaika and Gaucheri. Gaucheri's just got the edge. Zulaika is as tough as they come on this court. Zulaika, Douglas, Manu. Gaucheri just has this amazing capacity, even if he drops a set, even if he drops a couple points, to come back around, land balls in, and just issue punishing shots. Beautiful carom here by Zulaika. Again, thrown. When your opponent's about 15, 20 feet away from the ball when it hits the ground, you know that, yeah, it's an excellent play.
It's a good sign. Nice pickup there by Zulaika. And coming off of a tough loss in 3 sets to Nicholas. The team needed it. There's Gaucheri, though. Just too much offense there. Whips it to the outside. 2-wall. That's just too low. Ends it Gaucheri's favor. Straight set victory, 6-5, 6-2. Got his Renegades team on the board with the point. And Williams and Ubia coming right back here in this 6th-ranked doubles. Taking on Flores and Spinner.
Spinner did a great job. Spinner and Flores both happen to play very well.
Yes, they did.
As far as this, Flores landed multiple these cortadas. Again, throw the ball where your opponent's not. Cortada thrown from the outside, low, just above the pad, back to the side wall. Ubia doing a really good job with catches like this and just pounding the backcourt. Spinner just not able to come up with anything that worked.
There's a carom.
Apart from, I'm sorry, offensively. Defensively.
Right.
Defensively, Spinner played beautifully today.
Here's Ubia opening up for that carom. See, he just splits him up.
Ubia's all power all day. Big, big backhand. You see Flores taking off and cutting off with his back to the ball. We don't often recommend that, making a last-minute adjustment. You always want to be running with the ball and keep your cesta up. Turning your back on the ball is a bit on the risky side. Backhand 2-all by Spinner. This one stopped well by Ubia. The carom returned, but stopped by Flores. Flores with another cortada.
Yeah, look at that.
Just so well thrown.
Saw a bunch of them perfectly between both of the Renegades. You see the 4-2 lead, though, but Renegades had a late push right here. It's a tough catch by Spinner up overhead. It's over the top. See that catching by Spinner on full display right here, but there's the misses start to pile up.
Yeah, I mean,
Forehand getting
if I'm
away.
not mistaken, this was the match where they were ahead 5-1.
I think they were up 5-2 or 5-3, something like that, and just 2 or 3 unforced errors by Spinner in a row tied it up at 5-5, and then the Renegades got that valuable, decisive 11th point to get the win in that match. Brought us to the 4th-ranked doubles, Goanaga and Ben against Iturbide and Rock.
Iturbide, again, you mentioned it earlier. When players first come into the Magic City program, regardless of how much experience they have, there is an adjustment period. There's an adjustment period to the length of the court, how low the overhead screen is, the front pad. Definitely when you're trying to throw shots, Iturbide has a game that is really dependent on kill shots and just not entirely landing them throughout the course of the season. But these last few weeks of the season, he's been just playing fantastic.
Oh, really just a different player. See that Rabote, tough save coming into the backcourt. Straight to the outside. I mean, look at this combination. Goanaga scoops it up, throws the 2-on. That's when they were leading 4-3. And see Rock going for it.
Yeah.
So got it on the costado. And
Iturbide looks a little frustrated with that. And Rock is basically telling him, I did not have control over that ball in my cesta. And if you know Jai-Alai and you're watching it, you know that he hadn't stopped the ball after he caught it. Don't know necessarily they juggled it, but he just did not have control.
Yeah.
That got us to the all-important doubles match that we just saw. Man, was this fun to watch.
Yep, fifth-ranked doubles, Flores and Benny against Williams and Arantz.
Benny with a particularly aggressive style of play, and for those of you who follow Player of the Day, came down to, at this point, Benny and Williams. Each had a win under their belt. Williams coming back from that wrist injury. Benny playing spot on throughout. A couple unforced errors, but his three walls like this one were just absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, trying to direct traffic, but that ball kicks way up in the the side netting. That is just well done.
Ball just landed absolutely perfect.
Look at that, Rabote's save. Arantz coming cross court. Flores and Benny take the first set 6-4, but see a couple plays like this by Arantz and the carom from the outside, just landing above the pad and scoring. Brings him to a 4-3 lead at that point. And he up the wall, coming down with the ball. Beautifully done. Bote, left side, look at Arantz. Look at the way he goes up there, no fear. Flores got one of those by early on, but then as the match progressed, Arantz was pretty spot on with his catching.
And in that match, we had 2 replays requests, did we not?
Back 2 out of 3 points.
Call was absolutely 100% correct. Second one was a little bit more in than the first one. This one came down all the way to 5-5. An exciting match. That's what you want.
Yeah, see that miss there on the scoop by Benny on the inside. Good point here. Nice throw. Arantz backing up, tipped it to get it to 5-5. Then you're going to see here, nice couple highlights rolling on. Look at this backhand right on the numbers. Benny going for it, just tipped. Ending that match in favor of the Rabote Renegades, taking it in 3 sets on the decisive 11th point. Big win there for the Renegades. As Stu and I join you back on camera, let's pull up those standings if we can, see where all 5 teams stack up. You got the Renegades at the top, 70.5 points. Cyclones, 59.5. Devils, 55.5. Looking at the Chargers, 51.5 points, so they're 4 back and a game day behind. It's going to be tough to make up that ground, and you got the Warriors down there at the bottom with 34 points. Got to keep in mind the Devils do play the Chargers on the final day of our regular season, December 8th. They're going to need to be within 8 points. The Chargers will need to be within 8 points of the Devils if they want to overtake third place and possibly sneak into the playoffs. Stu, good day today. Player of the day. Couple candidates were floated out there. Who ultimately are you going to go with?
I have to say that I was impressed with Flores today.
Yep.
Even though he wasn't able to come up with winning numbers to put any points up on the board, the way he stopped a lot of 2-balls, a lot of aggressive plays, and landed some scoring shots was really impressive. So Flores was definitely an Ernie? That's early. That's the word I was looking for. It was definitely an early candidate. Williams and Benny. Benny was spot on. Play was good across the board, but Williams gets it. I mean, Williams gets it. He got the 2 wins. Benny, it really came down to that last game. Whoever won that last game was going to get player of the day, whether it was going to be Williams or Benny. And then we even got to 5-5.
Yeah.
So Benny gets an honorable mention, but Williams is definitely your player of the day.
Yeah, had a couple minutes to speak with him in the break. Let's hear what Williams had to say. Hey, everybody. Welcome into our player of the day. We are here with Williams of the Renegades. Got to ask you first and foremost, how does it feel to be back out there with these Renegades?
Man, Andrew, I feel great, man. My team has been on fire. I've been on the sideline watching these guys dominate. I just couldn't wait to get back out here, man, and show these guys that I belong on this team with them, man. I'm happy.
Yeah, 2 wins for you today and pretty solid overall play. Pretty much every Rabote getting up there. What do you think is the biggest, thing that's kind of take the most time to get back up to speed in your game?
Just getting back to game speed. Being in practice, warming up, it's not the same as game speed. So when you're out there, you got to communicate with your partner. You got to know your opponent. And I'm just happy to be out there, man, getting these repetitions.
Yeah, well, congratulations, 2-0 on the game day and a big win for your Renegades. Williams as our player of the day.
Hey, kids, I love you.
Williams, our player of the day for today, 2-0, winning both of his doubles matches, Stu.
Good for him.
When we return tomorrow, looks like the Cyclones and Warriors will be in action. Nicholas and Julian against Bueno and Manu kicks it off. Then Correa against Ikeda in singles. Then Joseph against Bueno. Joseph substituting there for Bradley. Then Julian against Carballo, third-ranked singles. Then Jed and Manny take on Joseph and Correa, substituting for the fourth team there for the Warriors. And then Nicholas and Julian will take on Carballo and Manu, substituting for Inaki and Nicholas. That should be a good one to close it out in that top-ranked doubles match. Stu and I will be back here as we continue on our Fall 23 Battle Court season, Cyclones and Warriors tomorrow. He's Stu Nyman. I'm Andrew Bleckman. We'll be back at 5 p.m.
See you tomorrow, 5 p.m. right here.
Jairo, do you have any serving rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, but it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle Court Highlight you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys.